American Exchange Bank, right here in Lindsay, is a locally owned and operated community bank that believes in just that, you, a community of fellow leopards. We love our customers. We feel very grateful for each one. So if you are looking for a safe place to put your money, need help achieving that next dream project, or are simply looking for a different banking experience, give us a call at 405-756-3101. We look forward to serving you each day. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Craving a taste of authentic Mexico right here in town? Head over to Casa 13. Dive into a variety of salsas, from zesty and mild to bold and spicy. Order to go and settle in for all your leopard action at home. And don't forget the drinks. Or come in and catch the Friday night football games live and curb your hunger. Late night watching leopard football? Let us cook breakfast for you. Now serving breakfast Saturdays and Sundays. Come see us at 110 Southeast 4th Street. Go Leopards! Looking for your next adventure? Head to Morris Motorsports in Chickasha. We carry top brands like Polaris, Can-Am, Kawasaki, and Honda. Plus, we offer a full-service and parts department. Whether it's ATVs, side-by-sides, motorcycles, or accessories, we've got what you're looking for. Visit morrismotorsports.com or give us a call at 405-224-6113. At Morris Motorsports, we don't just sell machines, we sell fun.
For all your construction needs, give Brad Taylor a call with B&S Construction at 1-405-428-0039. B&S Construction specializes in concrete pads, sidewalks, and metal buildings of all sizes. Call Brad today for a free estimate. The crew at B&S Construction would like to wish the Leopards a safe and successful season. Go Lindsay! For all your oil-filled electrical needs, call Michael Sharrock with SOS Electrical. SOS is a family-owned business that specializes in oil-filled, industrial, and commercial electrical construction and maintenance. No job is too big, no job is too small. Give SOS a call at 1-405-428-1944 today. Good luck, Leopards!
This is Dr. Matt Shelton with Lindsay Family Dentistry. I'm a 1997 graduate of Lindsay High School and have been practicing dentistry in Lindsay since 2006. We welcome you to come to our dental practice so we can help you and your family with all your dental needs. We offer dental services for everyone at every age, from braces to aligners to crowns, bridges, dentures, and implants. Give us a call today at 405-756-4093 or stop by at 102 Southwest 7th Street and let us give you the healthy, beautiful smile you've always dreamed of.
The team at Streamline Services contributes a great deal of their success to hard work, experience, and above all, a positive health and safety protocol. There is every reason they should be your next phone call for any of your oil and gas swabbing needs. Give Austin Smith a call today at 1-405-756-7763 to see how Streamline Services can help with your project while ensuring safety and professionalism without sacrificing quality work being done. Everyone at Streamline Services wishes the best of luck to everyone at Lindsay Public Schools this year. Go Leopards.
Tonight's broadcast of Lindsay Leopard Football brought to you in part by the Super C Mart, your hometown grocery store, offering everything you need to feed the family, including fresh produce and choice meats. Good luck to the Lindsay Leopard Football team from your fans at the Super C Mart.
For over 68 years, Winans Funeral Home in Maysville, Oklahoma, has been serving families in the area during their greatest time of need, the loss of a loved one. We treat each family as if they were our own and consider it a true calling to minister to each and every family that calls upon us. We don't take caring for your loved one and your family lightly. Your care is important to us. Call on us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, where our staff can assist your family with immediate need with the loss of a loved one, pre-need arrangement planning, pre-need burial insurance, along with questions regarding funeral burial trust accounts, Veterans Administration, and Social Security benefits questions. Myself, John W. Williams, Teresa, and Claudia are well experienced in these areas and will be more than happy to assist you in any way we can. Winans Funeral Home in Maysville, where you are family.
Are you tired of doing laundry? Give Sunshine Suds a call and let them do it for you. Sunshine Suds will wash and fold your clothes, and they also offer dry cleaning. Sunshine Suds also does quilting and alterations. Load up that laundry basket and head to Sunshine Suds, located at 107 Southwest 2nd Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, or give them a call at 405-756-2850.
If you need local trash pickup with quality service at a fair price, call Red Dirt Waste Services today at 580-432-5697. Red Dirt Waste Services is locally owned and operated, offering household, residential, and light commercial trash pickup in Lindsay and surrounding areas, including Ellick, Bradley, Bray Doyle, Cox City, Elmore City, and Foster. Red Dirt Waste Services does household cleanouts too, and they offer 96-gallon poly carts and dumpsters. Bagged, loose, or heavy items, doesn't matter, they'll come get it. Red Dirt Waste Services even offers valet service, so you don't even have to take your trash to the curb. Schedule your weekly pickup today by calling 580-432-5697. Stop paying more than you have to for quality, dependable, and locally owned trash pickup. Call Red Dirt Waste Services at 580-432-5697. That's 580-432-5697.
El Unico Taco Truck is ready to curb your hunger. The traveling taco truck has locations in Lindsay and Blanchard and is available for catering services. You can contact El Unico to book your next event at 405-760-0821. El Unico enjoys supporting all of our leopards with their Taco Tuesdays. Reach out to El Unico for your next event. Legacy Roofing is a family-owned and operated business that serves Lindsay, Oklahoma and surrounding areas. We specialize in getting your home back to its best, whether it be annual wear and tear or storm damage. We don't just fix roofs, we take care of your home. Legacy Roofing, family-owned, community-focused, and always here for you. Call us today for a free estimate at 405-756-8855 and let us protect your home with the care it deserves.
Capturing all your special moments is such a blessing to me, from running down the ball field to walking down the aisle. Call or text Photography Blessings by Lacey for all your photography needs. 405-428-0305. Go Leopards and Leopardettes.
Life is loud, chaotic, hilarious, and occasionally peaceful. Your life fits you, so why settle for life insurance that fits someone else? At Shelter Insurance, our local agents help you design a personal protection plan backed by award-winning customer service. We're your shield. We're your shelter. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Find the award-winning service you need with Caleb Smith in Lindsay.
T&W Tire is a family-owned, full-service commercial tire company. As a leader in auto repair, T&W is more than just tires. Our highly qualified mechanics can get you back on the road no matter what you drive. We also specialize in serving the tire needs of commercial fleets, oil and gas, construction equipment, and a variety of industrial applications. So for your automotive needs, look no further than T&W Tire, located at 410 Southeast 4th in Lindsay, Oklahoma, or look up one of our many locations on tnwtire.com.
Asher Oilfield Services. Success starts here. We have decades of experience and consistently exceed our customers' expectations. Contact us for all your flowback needs. Check us out on the web at asheroilfield.com.
Looking for top quality concrete that gets the job done right? At Jerry Tucker Cementing, we provide premium, ready-mix concrete for any project, big or small. Our concrete is mixed to perfection, ensuring strength, durability, and a flawless finish every time. Whether you're a contractor or a DIYer, our concrete is the solid choice you can trust.
Too hot to mow? Too busy to mow? Don't sweat it. Grow and Behold Landscaping meets all your professional lawn care needs for residential and commercial properties. Licensed, insured, always dependable. Whether it's residential mowing and pest control or commercial landscaping, when it grows up, we show up. Call Grow and Behold Landscaping now for your free quote at 405-926-1492. Mention KBLP for a 5% discount on your first service.
Hello, and welcome to the American Exchange Bank Lindsay Leopard Coaches Show. My name is Glenn Shoemake, and I will be visiting with the head coach of the Leopards, Sam Hembry, here in week one of the Oklahoma high school football season. We're going to be recapping the Leopards game at Pauls Valley last Friday and previewing tonight's game against the Purcell Dragons. And with that being said, Coach, thank you for joining us today and taking time out to visit with us this afternoon right before the game.
Yeah, you bet.
Yeah, it's been a struggle. Short weeks and home games on Fridays don't mesh with coaches' shows very well. And then apparently user error on the host part of recording a Zoom meeting is also plays in there. I have to take a large percentage of that because we had this done last night. But anyway, let's talk about last week's game. The Leopards traveled to Pauls Valley last Friday and faced an outstanding Panther team that was ranked number 17 in the preseason in Class 3A. For those of you that don't know, the Leopards started out number 9 in preseason in Class 2A-1. So congratulations and kudos on that. You're not a secret anymore, Sam. The Leopards are definitely on the radar. The Leopards won a very closely contested game, 13-6. It always feels great to start off 1-0. Coach, kind of talk about some of the overall bright spots or areas that you saw from your team last week and how you felt like your team played.
Yeah, it's hard to go over there and win at Pauls Valley. It's kind of eluded us over there in the past. So I was really proud of how hard the boys played. And even when things didn't go, our way at times, we never really balked. We kept playing hard, kept chasing the football. We just kind of shot ourselves in the foot over and over again. And I think we had almost 400 yards of offense and inside the red zone 3 times with no points, and had some opportunities that defensively to score some points that we didn't execute on. So I felt like we left a lot of points out there. And we tell our boys all the time that, outcomes are distractions. And so probably not as close of a game as what the score showed, but hats off to Pauls Valley that they kept scrapping and kept fighting and giving themselves a chance to go down and beat us in the fourth quarter. We were just able to hold them off. So,
yeah, you got a really had a great start to the game.
Yeah.
And your first 2 possessions were very, very beneficial and got points from. Kind of talk about those.
Yeah, Will Lawrence makes a heck of a play, to pick the ball off and take it back for a touchdown. And that just speaks to the character of that kid and how hard he's worked. He played a lot of offense for us last year, and was right on the verge defensively of getting on the field. And the dude just worked his butt off, and it makes you, as a coach, makes you happy to see those kids have some success on the field when the amount of work that they've put in. And then we get the ball back. We 3 and out on the next series, get the ball back, go right down the field. Dutton Taylor really long run and makes a guy miss and takes it to the house. And we're 13-0, 5 minutes into the game. And then we kind of stalled. Now we moved the ball up and down the field, and we didn't give them much. And then, early season cramps and tired and all of those things kind of set in. So it made it for a long third and fourth quarter. But overall, kids played really hard. I think coming out of the game, what hit me the most is we got to be more disciplined, which is on my plate. And we just got to go coach them better. I think we assistant coaches did a really good job with the game plan. We just didn't execute it all the time. So I think that falls in my lap, and we did some things this week, I think, to correct some of those mishaps that we had. So I'm excited to kind of to kind of go see us play to our potential without all the penalties and those sorts of things that were kind of setbacks for us last Friday.
Yeah, a couple of things. One, I mentioned on the previously talking with you, extra point kicker.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
well,
haven't seen
Will
that.
Lawrence, there you go. Yeah,
Haven't seen that in a while. I mean, it seems
yeah.
like maybe toward the end of the year, y'all, you kind of develop one maybe, but the opening game made his first extra point, and I really like that. Although 2 points is better than one, you know.
That's what they say. Yeah.
Uh,
We would love to go kick it every time. I think you kind of take some pressure off the defense that way. It's hard to defend inside the 5. And so, but there's a lot that goes into that. One, you got to have a kicker, and a kid that has the mentality to go just put his head down and put it through. But there's a lot that goes into that operation, and we work it every week. You got to have a good snap, you got to have a good hold, you got to have the protection. So it's a lot harder than just a lot of people make it look easy
Right.
sometimes, but there's a lot that goes into that. And so sometimes you think, let's go for 2, and if we get half of them, we're there. But you start going for 2, the other team starts going for 2, and then it gets into a 2-point battle. And there are weeks that I like our matchups, but maybe our strong suit is not down around the goal line with certain teams. So we'd love to have the option just to kick it and take that point. So,
well, and just a side note on that, people don't realize, like, when you get into college and pros, that's all those guys do is they kick, they go off on their own, usually with a punter or somebody else. But in high school football, I mean, Will plays both ways.
Right.
So when's he going to go off the side? Your holder is going to be playing both ways usually, and so the practice time in there that high school kids get are very, very short unless you get like a foreign exchange soccer player.
Right. Yeah. When I was in college, they would send the kickers to the other field. You never even saw them until it was time to get on the bus. So it's not that way here. So, but no, we were really excited to go execute one and then missed one later. So we're still working on it, and hopefully we dial it in and get to work on it a bunch tonight. So,
and just the last note on the Pauls Valley game, kind of wrap that up. Coming into the season, all the talk was about the offense. I'm telling you what, that defense is definitely has a huge upside and played a whale of a game the other night. Kind of talk about your defense a little bit. I know you love defense.
Yeah, that was kind of what I did here for years, and then Coach Turner and Coach Sharp kind of ramrodding that now, and they're doing a phenomenal job. And when you're fast and athletic and your kids are hard nosed, defense is pretty stinking simple. And fortunately for us, we got a lot of dudes that will just get out there and chase the football like wild men. So I was pleasantly surprised how we played defensively. So I think that's a bright spot for us, something we can kind of hang our hat on. But I do think our offense, once we get rolling, I think, when you've got 2 running backs like we've got, and Dutton Taylor and Crew Flood, and then you've got the outside threats that we have, and Manuel Aguero and Riker McCulley and Will Lawrence. I mean, we're going to be pretty balanced, I think. And then obviously, you got a junior quarterback that's got 11 games starting under his belt already. Started for us as a sophomore, Isaac. So you feel good about that. We just got to kind of hit our stride, and I think we will. Offense is always just a little bit behind this time of year for everybody. So
always, yeah. We are talking with Lindsay Leopard head coach Sam Hembry on the American Exchange Bank pregame coaches show here on KBLP Radio and KBLPlive. Coach, your week 1 opponent will be the Purcell Dragons. They are a class bigger than the Leopards, but we're not ranked in the preseason for Class 3A. But we were talking earlier, their schedule is just a brutal schedule. This will be their opener, as they did not play in week 0 last week. Have you got to watch any film on the Dragons?
Yeah, they're good again. I mean, you and I have talked before. You take a pen and draw a 50-mile circle around Lindsay, and you're in the SEC. So if you look at their schedule, they don't get any weeks off. So it's a tough district they play in, and it's a tough class of football that they play in. So even though their record wasn't what they wanted probably last year, there's a lot of games that they were in and they just came up short. And no fault of their own, they just play a killer schedule. We've had them right where you would think you would want them the last couple of years and let it slip away. So that shows you that anytime you're playing Purcell, they're going to play hard and they're going to play you tough. And then there's an emotional factor of just playing them all these years, that it's a bit of a rivalry, and our kids know their kids. And so it's always a fun game. It's always one that, is back and forth and close and a lot of emotions wrapped up in it. But I like where we're at, and I think it's going to be a good football game.
Yeah, I'm really thinking you've got so many advantages in this game with the players you've got back, obviously, and we might mention last year's game. We lost by 17-16, in a game that the Leopards fans, including this Leopard fan, would say was questionably officiated. I know your hat came off several times in that game. I was rooting for you to get thrown out of the game because it was that bad. But anyway, is that a nice way to put it? Questionably officiated?
Yeah, there's always those that you wish would go your way, and I think our message to the boys last year was we can't control any of that, and those things are going to happen, and that's life, and sometimes it just doesn't go your way. But I think if the reality of it is there was definitely things that we did to ourselves that could have changed some of those outcomes and some of those calls that, if we just handle our business, we're in a different set of circumstances going into the fourth quarter. So we never want to give them an out, and never want to linger too long on what could have been. And I think you're right. I think on paper, with everything we've got back, I think we ought to be the favorite, but we got to go prove it. They're not going to hand it to us. So that's a tough football team. They're well coached. They have had a knack the last couple of years of finding a way to beat us. So we got to go do it. And I think our kids are excited to go run at them tonight.
Yep. The Leopards will kick off tonight at Lindsay High School on Burford Field at 7:30 p.m. Coach, we appreciate your time and look forward to talking with you each week. And good luck on your game tonight.
Hey, thank you, Glenn.
You bet. Go Leopards, and thanks to Coach Sam Hembry for visiting with us on the American Exchange Bank pregame coaches show. That wraps it up from here. Listen and watch tonight at 7 o'clock for the pregame with the voice of the Leopards, Greg Peary, bringing you the play-by-play on KBLP 105.1 radio and our live stream on our YouTube channel and Facebook page on KBLPlive. That wraps it up from here. We will see you next week.
Well, hey, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Burford Field here on the campus of Lindsay High School, and it is the season opener for Purcell, home opener for the Lindsay Leopards, as we get set for Lindsay and Purcell for 2025. My name is Greg Peary. Glad you joined us here for KBLP Live and live coverage of Lindsay Leopard football presented by the American Exchange Bank, alongside my broadcast partner, Andrew Lyon. Andrew, we're at home finally.
Glad to be here, man.
After last week, I'm tickled to death to be home.
Nice and comfy in this perch.
Comfy, and we got good internet signal, and there's hopefully no buffering going on right now. So I do have to give a shout out to Dwight Markham, who absolutely just had the best comeback, I guess, forever. As I had gone down to the Right Cut. Can I give them a plug? I mean,
sure.
I always wanted to say, hey, hairstyles by Deidre Markham at the Right Cut, and then I go outside and the wind blew it all. It doesn't look like she did anything to my hair last night. But Dwight was there last night, and he stood up and he said, hey, Greg. And I said, yeah, Dwight, what's up? And he stood there for a minute, and he finally went, just a minute, I'm buffering. So, yeah, it was last week's live stream was horrible. We apologize. We did everything we could with what we had to work with, and we didn't have anything to work with, so it was ugly. Tonight's going to be a lot better. We're looking for another W. The Leopards pull off a 13-6 win over a Class 3A Pauls Valley. It's been a couple of 3 years since we've beaten Pauls Valley. That trophy that travels up and down Highway 19 has been over there for 3 years in a row. Been 2021 the last time we won over there. So pick up a 13-6 win over there. Huge night for Dutton Taylor over there the other night. Ran all over them and had a 59-yard touchdown. In fact, the only touchdown the Leopards score from offense was that one. But a 59-yard touchdown run. He ended up with 17 carries, 175 yards, and that touchdown. And then Crew Flood right at that 100-yard mark. He ended up with 14 carries and 96 yards. 317 yards on the ground last week for the Leopards. They only had 29 through the air unofficially. I had Isaac Cameron 6 of 13 through the air, 29 yards. But when you've got two guys running the ball like Flood and Taylor did last week, you don't have to throw the ball.
That's right.
You know,
we like to not have to, but yeah, we need to spread it around a little bit. We got weapons in the wide receiving core, so we want to use those guys. But I'm an old Lindsay guy, old school. I like to run the football. So.
But I would say, again, the Leopards put together a pretty good game last week. Did not come up with the numbers they would like to as far as, like you said, throwing the ball with, maybe did not put as many points on the board. Had way too many penalties, and the coaches probably worked on that this week, especially false start penalties. Leopards had a bunch of those last week. But all in all, your opinion of the matchup that the Leopards had last week?
Well, I thought we did a pretty good job. We had obviously some early season miscues, misalignments, things like that, but there's a lot of positive things to get out of that football game. I jotted down some notes, and I'll start with some defensive things that I noticed. Once again, overall, pretty good defense across the board against a Pauls Valley offense that's kind of in a rebuilding phase, young quarterback, new system, new coach, all that. So we should do well against a team like that with the seniors we have and the returners that we have. So pretty good job. Up front, good penetration most of the time. Other times a little bit slow off the ball, off the snap. Coming off a little bit high, early season stuff. I'd like to see us a little quicker off the snap tonight, particularly against the Purcell team, which we'll talk a little bit about later. We're going to need a little bit more discipline tonight. I thought we flew to the football well defensively. The linebacking core and the secondary, I thought, went to the football quick, fast, and in a hurry. I like the physicality of them up front as well. Those guys did a pretty good job. Couple of interceptions in that game, and really opportunities for 2 or 3 more in that game that we just didn't come down with. But here's the deal. I'm not sure if that's a product of the inexperience of the Pauls Valley quarterback or great defense. Nonetheless, our guys were in position to make plays on the ball, so I give credit to the Leopard defense. So just overall, I'd give us good marks defensively. We really didn't give them much. They didn't earn a lot against our defense, and so that's a good thing. The only major downside was the loss of the nose tackle, Keegan Gibson. Who I understand. Nothing official yet, but he's likely to be out a few weeks with a knee injury. So we hate to see him go down. That's a noticeable loss on the defensive side of the ball and offensive side of the ball for us. Offensively, we had some good sustained drives at times. To be a little honest, we were a little sloppy. And some of that's to be expected. Early season, I know, but there was some sloppiness that we really are going to have to clean up against a better Purcell team. Unfortunately, we stifled a few drives with lots of false starts, putting us behind the chains quite a bit, and we'd like to not have that happen tonight. Also, the Pauls Valley defense, to credit them, they did some unusual stuff.
Oh, really?
The defensive fronts that they were using, we had stand-up defensive linemen. We had linemen out on the ends and linebackers in the middle, and it really confused our guys. So credit to the coaching staff over at Pauls Valley for doing that. That said, you mentioned Taylor and Flood, good chunk of yards. Cameron made some good throws. Aguero had a few good catches. And the big boys up front were getting a pretty good push most of the time. So happy with that overall. A lot of positives again to build on and to going forward. We're just going to have to clean it up and be a little bit more disciplined tonight.
Yeah, I think that's a really good analysis of last week. Again, 13-6, and the Leopards led 13-0 into the first quarter, and that was the score right up until I'd have to go back and look to see exactly when that last score from Pauls Valley happened. It was, in fact, the last play of the third quarter. Yep. There was no time on the clock when Pauls Valley made that score, and that was a big run. It was a 43-yard touchdown run. That they got on that one. But, again, the Leopard defense really did a good job last week. And so we'll look for – they're going to have to really step it up this week. And we'll talk about Purcell here in just a little bit. But the pride of Lindsay is on the field, and it looks like we may be getting ready for a national anthem. So we're going to send it back over to J.D. Scruggs running the live stream. We'll come back with more of your American Exchange Bank pregame show right after this on KBLP Live.
American Exchange Bank, right here in Lindsay, is a locally owned and operated community bank that believes in just that, you, a community of fellow leopards. We love our customers. We feel very grateful for each one. So if you are looking for a safe place to put your money, need help achieving that next dream project, or are simply looking for a different banking experience, give us a call at 405-756-3101. We look forward to serving you each day. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Asher Oilfield Services. Success starts here. We have decades of experience and consistently exceed our customers' expectations. Contact us for all your flowback needs. Check us out on the web at AsherOilfield.com.
For all your construction needs, give Brad Taylor a call with B&S Construction at 1-405-428-0039. B&S Construction specializes in concrete pads, sidewalks, and metal buildings of all sizes. Call Brad today for a free estimate. The crew at B&S Construction would like to wish the Leopards a safe and successful season. Go Lindsay!
Life is loud, chaotic, hilarious, and occasionally peaceful. Your life fits you, so why settle for life insurance that fits someone else? At Shelter Insurance, our local agents help you design a personal protection plan backed by award-winning customer service. We're your shield. We're your shelter. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Find the award-winning service you need with Caleb Smith in Lindsay.
Welcome back to Burford Field here in Lindsay. It's Lindsay Purcell here coming up on KBLP Live. Greg Perry, Andrew Lyon here, J.D. Scruggs over on the live stream. Kevin Scruggs up top in the wind is
I don't envy him.
Got the camera work, doing the camera work up top, and of course Jason Wallenberg back at our studios handling the FM side of things at FM 105.1. We talked a little bit about last week. We'll talk about tonight's matchup. This is a Purcell team. Again, this is their season opener. They have not played a game yet this season, so a little bit of advantage maybe for the Leopards coming in with one game under their belt. Had a chance to kind of get those first game jitters and things out of the way. So maybe Purcell has a little bit of that tonight. But, Andrew, for the last 2, 3, 4 years, it seems like this game has been tight. It's been the Leopards' game to win and come down to the last second. And it was last year it was a field goal with 8 seconds left on the clock. Leopards had the lead and the football with a minute and a half left to go in the ball game. end up having to punt the ball back to Purcell, and Purcell, with 8 seconds left on the clock, kicks a 33-yard field goal and beat the Leopards by 3, I believe was the final score. It was by 2, I believe was the final score. No, it was 1, 17-16.
I was thinking
I had to go back and look. 17-16 was the final score now. And so little bit of difference here. Different quarterback for Purcell, different running backs for Purcell. Last year, Boston Knowles was the stud running back from Purcell, and he ran for 175 yards, had 2 big touchdown runs in that ball game. It was all about Boston Knowles and the running game for Purcell, and he's gone. He's graduated. I think I looked. He actually made it to Murray State on a baseball scholarship. So I think his baseball probably is good or better than his football skills. So congratulations to Boston Knowles. But that's you lose that, but you bring back a lot of guys that have got a lot of skill, and Purcell always seems to reload with guys that can do things. And we were talking before the game. My fear, watching the scrimmages that Purcell had before the season started, Purcell runs that double wing.
Yep.
And when you've got that, to me, it seems to be the hardest offense for me to, number one, call as a play-by-play caller. But number two, I don't know how you defend it. There are so many options. It's basically just like a wishbone triple option. There are a lot of options, and you're going to have to be disciplined on defense.
Oh, 100%. Like you said, they're going to give us a healthy dose of that flex bone. For those unfamiliar, I'll just give you a quick rundown. Very much like the old school wishbone with some alignment differences. Switzer had great success with that over the years. Davis has had great success with that wishbone over the years. This is a very similar attack. The only difference being, instead of the 2 halfbacks lined up behind the fullback, we've got those guys over in a slot position on either end of the line. They do a lot of the same things. It's triple option. It's veer. The options being the fullback dive. And to me, the key to this football game tonight is stopping that fullback dive. I think we've got the speed on the outside to handle the pitchmen and the quarterback. We can stretch them down the line. We showed that last week with good speed against Pauls Valley. I think we'll be fine there. We've got to get that dive stopped, and that's going to come down to the boys up front firing off the ball, manning their gaps. They can't collapse. They can't give ground. They've got to man their gaps up front, handle those positions, stand their ground, and those inside linebackers come up and stuff that run. That's where we're going to get it done tonight. That's the biggest key for me defensively anyway for us to win this football game. You mentioned last year all the yards Boston Knowles had. I think it was second play of the football game. He ran for 80 yards, fullback dive.
Yep,
right
up the middle.
And we had hands on him. We had him stuffed, but we didn't get him to the ground. And so I don't know who exactly is going to come out in fullback. Look like 2 or 3 different guys, as well as those slot backs, 2 or 3 different guys. We're going to find out tonight because I couldn't tell from film. But rest assured, everybody I saw in there looks like an athlete, and they're going to be able to run the football. They're going to try to run the football on us, and we're going to have to get that stopped.
Well, and we'll just run through their starting lineup. As I saw it here, we'll kind of talk about that. So from what I saw, they're going to start number 7, Deacon Dobbins, at the quarterback slot. He's a 5'10", 150-pound senior. And I saw him pretty much at quarterback with the first. But more often than not, 22, Braylon Francis was at that fullback spot. He's a 5'10", 170-pound junior. Their 2 halfbacks, number 1, Cooper Selman, 5'8", 130-pound junior on one side, and number 11, Carter Bennett, the 5'7", 175-pound senior on the other side. So when you look at those 3 running backs, you go 5'10", 170, 5'8", 130, and then you go 5'7", 175. These guys are not real big. They're not real stout-looking, but they are quick.
Yep.
And that is when you watch them, even during their scrimmages, they also run number 10, Liam Cummings. He's 5'10", 200. They'll run him at that fullback spot. Cummings and Francis both. That fullback dive is so quick. They're only about 2 steps behind the quarterback, and it happens so quick over either side of the center. If you're not in your gap, they're gone. And you have just got to absolutely, like you said, I think that's the key, is stopping that dive.
That's right. It's assignment defense. It takes stopping the triple option, whether it's wishbone, whether it's flexbone, whether it's diamond, or whatever it is you're going to run it out of. it's a numbers game. You've got to have everybody in their gap. Outside linebackers have to be playing those creases. That's outside shoulder of the tackle, inside shoulder of the slot back. Got to play that gap. Safeties no longer they're going to be concerned with pass, but safeties are run defenders today.
Yes.
No doubt about it. I talked to Manny Aguero at lunch today. Asked him a little bit about it. He's I don't want to say he's nervous at all, but he's very aware of his job today. Playing the alleys, they're going to have responsibility for the pitch men, those safeties. Normally they're a little bit more defending the pass because a lot of guys are running 2, 3, 4 wide receivers. Not going to do that tonight. You're going to have 2 receivers. Cornerbacks can handle them. Safeties are run defenders tonight, and they're going to get dirty.
Yes. And it's, again, you're going to be on islands, and we'll talk about the corners, but Aiden Beck, Eli Curry are coming in and playing corner tonight, and they're going to have – it's one-on-one. Yep. If they decide to throw the ball, you're going to have to be ready.
That's it.
So, and then talk about their guys up front. Again, this is based on what we saw them in warm-ups earlier. That's all we're going by. 75, Caden Plyler is their center. He's a 5'11", 210-pound senior. Over on the left side at guard was number 54, Halo Durienzo. He's a 5'8", 175-pound junior. At left tackle was number 60, Aaron Barrera. He's 5'10", 175-pound senior. On the right side at guard, number 72, Dylan Smith. 6'4", 290-pound senior, and then at right tackle was number 56, Brian Cazares. He is a 5'6", 155-pound junior. The head coach for the Purcell Dragons is Aaron Dillard. He's assisted by Peyton Broom, Brian McCaleb, Cole Sharp, Cole Harwell, Ethan Scott, and Chris Dunshee. And again, this is the season opener for the Purcell Dragons. Captains are headed out onto the field for the coin toss. We'll keep an eye on that while we get to the starting lineup for your Lindsay Leopards. And we'll start with the guys in the skill positions for the Leopards. And that will include at the quarterback, number 3, Isaac Cameron. He's a 6'1", 178-pound junior. At running back, number 2, Dutton Taylor. 6 foot, 190-pound senior. We will also see number 16, Crew Flood, 5'11", 160-pound sophomore at running back. Talk about the wideouts. Number 23, Manny Aguero, 5'9", 160-pound senior. Number 9 is Will Lawrence, 5'11", 205-pound junior. Number 6 is Tug Fott. He is a 6'2", 220-pound senior. And number 22 is Riker McCulley. McCulley, a 5'9", 141-pound sophomore. Then we'll talk about the guys up on the line, and we'll start right in the middle of that offensive line. Number 66 is Maxon Simonton. He's a 5'11", 180-pound senior. Over at the left side on guard, 77, Dennis Deggering, 6'4", 290-pound senior. At left tackle, number 50, Caven Hunter. 5'11", 190-pound senior. Over on the right side, getting a start tonight in place of Gibson, who is out with that knee injury, is number 67, Gimo Hernandez. Gimo is 6 foot, 215-pound junior. And then at right tackle, number 54, Scott Jones, 6'2", 205-pound junior. Now we'll talk about the defense, and we'll start up at the big guys up front. At nose guard will be number 50, Caven Hunter. He's a 5'11", 190-pound senior. Number 8 is Gus Torres. He is a 6'3", 250-pound senior. And on the left tackle is number 52, Cody Franklin, 6 foot, 240-pound junior. At linebackers, we'll look at number 6, Tug Fott. He and Dutton Taylor and Crew Flood and Will Lawrence. Those are your 4 linebackers. They will go both ways, offense and defense tonight, and those are your 4 linebackers in there. And then we go back to the secondary, and we've already talked a little bit about these guys, but at corners is number 5, Aiden Beck. Beck, a 6 foot, 180-pound senior. And number 10 is Eli Curry. Curry, a 5'11", 147-pound junior. And those safeties that Andrew was just talking about that are going to have to be playing run support tonight, and that is number 3, Isaac Cameron, and number 23, Manny Aguero. Those 2 guys will be at the safety spots tonight. Head coach for the Lindsay Leopards is Sam Embry. He is assisted by Stephen Merrill, Braxton Turner, Cody Weaver, Caleb Hall, Jackson Stephen, and Tyler Sharp. And again, the Leopards 1-0 coming into tonight's matchup against the Purcell Dragons. Leopards take the field. As they look to try to pick up a win over Purcell, something they haven't been able to do in several years. I should have gone back and looked the last time we talked off Purcell. So we'll talk to Andrew when he witnessed the coin toss. Andrew, what happened during the coin toss?
It looked like Lindsay won the toss and elected to receive. They'll defend the west end zone. Man, I'm ready to get this thing going. I'm getting the jitters, man.
Well, and so you elect to receive and winning the toss. I think that says a lot about what Coach Embry is thinking too. They want the ball, see what they can do right off the bat.
Right on. I say we take it to them right now.
Looks like number 12, Paul Glorious, will tee the ball up for the Dragons. And the Leopards will send the number 2, Dutton Taylor, and the number 22, Rocker McCauley back deep. Aguero and Flood will be the upbacks. Greg Fury, Andrew Lyon here. Glad you're with us here for live coverage of Leopard football here on KBLP Live. It is presented by the American Exchange Bank here in Lindsay. And it looks like Glorious is ready to get this one away. It's a line drive, and it goes right into the hands of Crew Flood at the 20, the 25, the 30, and then he'll be brought down out near the 33-yard line. So the Leopards have pretty good field position to start off here.
All right, let's get this thing going. I can tell you right now, we're going to have to the boys up front are going to have to hook up sustain blocks. Little chips and little shoves aren't going to get it done. We got to hook up. We got to get a push and give time for these plays to develop.
Fott and McCauley will be split wide right. Aguero and Lawrence are split left. Taylor in the backfield. Cameron from the shotgun. First and 10 Leopards are on 33. In motion, Aguero left to right, and we've got movement on the line and flags. And they do call the offsides. They get Purcell to jump, and the Leopards will end up with a 1st and 5 off of the offside penalty.
Well, that's a relief because I thought we were going to start this thing with a false start. We'll take that.
1st and 5 for the Leopards now. They're on 38. Same formation. Cameron from the shotgun. Low snap. Gets it to Taylor. Breaks the tackle. He's at the 40, the 45, the 50, and he's into Dragon territory. Yes. Big run right up the middle for Taylor, and they'll mark him at the 46-yard line of Purcell.
Nice job right there. Good push up front. Had a nice little pocket of protection for him to get up through the first level there. Finally brought down by number 7, Deacon Dobbins.
Trips left, fought the lone receiver right. Again from the shotgun, Cameron. Fakes it, rolls left, gets around the first defender, gets across the 40, drags the defender down. That's Dobbins who was on the defense there, but Cameron drove him all the way down to the 37-yard line. Pick up there of 9 yards.
I think we're taking it right to that number 7, the quarterback. Let's get him tired before he takes over.
There you go. Twins either side. Now pistol formation. Taylor behind Cameron. Taylor over right tackle, makes a cut move, and he'll have the first down. He drags 2 or 3 Dragons with him down to the 31-yard line. He'll pick up 6. And another first down for the Leopards.
Now, it looked like Liam Cummins, number 10, with the initial contact there, and then cleaned up by Kieran Miggs, number 50 for the Dragons.
Move the ball back to the 32, so give Dutton 5 on that one. And they're going to bring in number 8, Gus Torres. He'll line up slot right. Again, pistol formation. Twins right, single receiver left. And now we're going to have flags at the snap. And Purcell offsides again. So this is maybe what you would kind of expect from a Dragons team. Again, this is their first game of the season.
Game, absolutely right.
So you got to keep that in mind.
Yep. That should play a little bit to our advantage here, having a week of play under our belt.
So that'll move the ball down to the 27-yard line. Again, it's 1st and 5. This drive aided by a couple of offsides penalties from the Dragons. Cameron again. Back to pass this time, and he's looking for the fade in the corner. He's got a man, and it was tipped last minute Hudson Harris. No, I'm sorry. I got to get to the right here. Cash Cook, number 4 for the Dragons. Got a hand on that one just before it got into the hands of Aguero. I think you put another 2 yards of air under that one. That's 6.
Yeah, you're right about that. He had some space out there, hung it out just a little bit long, allowed number 4 to get over there and take position. It was a good defensive play.
Same formation. 2nd down and 5. Taylor this time right up the middle again, dragging defenders with him, still on his feet. Finally gets pushed toward the sideline as he crosses the 25 and gets down to, I'm going to call the 23. Let's see where they actually spot it. And they'll put it at the 24. No, it is a 23. 3rd down and a yard. This time Taylor got the first down, makes moves still on his feet as he gets down to the 16-yard line.
Nice cut right there by Dutton. Little stutter step and got vertical. Tackle made by, looked like 22, Braylon Francis.
So 1st and 10 Leopards. They have taken this one all the way down to the 16-yard line, and Purcell started at their own 33. Cameron. Taylor again bounces it outside to the left. He's got room. He's at the 10. He's at the 5. Dives for the pylon. Touchdown, Leopards.
Nice run.
16 yards. Dutton Taylor for the score. Yep.
Attaboy.
Of diving and getting that ball on that pylon.
Absolutely. Nice bounce to the outside and the extension at the end of the play. That was fantastic.
And the Leopards strike first. 67 yards and did it in 9 plays. The extra point kick from Will Lawrence up and no good. Wide right. 9:14 left in the first. The Leopards take the opening kickoff and put 6 on the board, and they'll lead 6-0 here in the first quarter. We'll send it over to JD with timeout. We'll come back with more live coverage of Leopard football presented by the American Exchange Bank after this on KBLP Live.
Too hot to mow? Too busy to mow? Don't sweat it. Grow and Behold Landscaping meets all your professional lawn care needs for residential and commercial properties. Licensed, insured, always dependable. Whether it's residential mowing and pest control or commercial landscaping, when it grows up, we show up. Call Grow and Behold Landscaping now for your free quote at 405-926-1492. Mention KBLP for a 5% discount on your first service.
Jake's Shortstop offers gas, snacks, ice cream, pizza, subs, wings, and the coldest drinks in town. Everyone at Jake's Shortstop says good luck to the Lindsay Leopards this football season.
So the Lindsay Leopards took that coin toss, decided to take the ball, and it paid off. 67 yards in 9 plays, aided by a couple of offside penalties from Purcell, but the Leopards punch it in on a 16-yard run from Dutton Taylor. Lawrence's extra point kick. No good, but it's 6-0 Leopards, 9:14 left here in the first. Tuck Fott has it teed up for the Leopards now. Number 1 is Cooper Selman, who is back deep, along with, looks like Cash Cook, and this one heads to the sideline. It'll be taken at the 25-yard line, and right up the sideline goes number 5. That is Oscar Wren, the wide receiver, who caught that one at the 25 and made a good return right straight up the sideline, got all the way out to the Purcell 41-yard line. So the Leopards didn't get him corralled early enough, gives Purcell their first possession at their own 41. And here comes the Dragon offense. And again, number 7, Deacon Dobbins, will be the quarterback. They'll line up a number 5, Oscar Wren, as a tight end right side. In fact, they're going to run really almost a bunch formation out of that flex bone. Tried to hard count, and nobody jumped. Selman is in the slot right. Bennett in the slot left. Francis is the tailback, and they'll give it to him over left tackle.
There we
and
go.
he stood up right
there
in
we
the
go.
hole.
That's what I was talking about right there. We got to stick that dive, and we did.
Dutton Taylor, and I missed who was there with him, but Taylor stood him up just as he got to the 40. They're going to put him at the 43-yard line, so he does pick up a couple on that.
That's how you handle that dive, and we need that all night long. That's the way to set the tone right there.
So 2nd down and 8 from the 43. Same formation, this time man in motion. They go over the left side this time, and flags fly, and it's an offside on the Leopards this time.
Oh, did they get the linebacker creeping up right there?
Maybe. I didn't see that. I was too busy watching the motion in the backfield of the offense. But so the Leopards are going to give Purcell a little bit here to get a good stop on 1st down to force a 2nd and 8. And now with the penalty, it's going to come down to a 2nd and 3 and move the ball out to the 48-yard line.
Last week it was false starts all week. This week so far it's offsides.
Now the wide receivers are split wide either side, out of the flex bone. Dobbins under center. And that dive, faked it and kept it himself. And Dobbins just gets a 1st down as he'll get to the Leopard 47. And actually they'll mark him at the 48-yard line, so he'll pick up a 4, and he needed 3.
That was Cody Franklin with the tackle that time. A little too much with that quarterback keeper. We'll have to get a hat on him.
So 1st and 10 Purcell. They are in Leopard territory at the 48-yard line. Ty Toming wide left. Oscar Wren is wide right. Flexbone again with Francis at the top. Under center Dobbins. The dive play again up the middle, and the Leopards do a good job of stuffing it again. And he'll get a couple to the 45-yard line. Call it 3. Bring up a 2nd down and 7.
Looked like big Gus Torres on the tackle there with a little help from Dennis Deggering.
Bennett stays as that slot left receiver, and Selman is the slot right. And still have Francis back at that fullback spot. Dobbins under center. Dobbins over the left side of the dive. Nope, now the option. This is going to have to see if the Leopards can stretch it out. And Selman gets wrapped up after a short gain. And again, that's that outside contain forced him back up inside, and the Leopards get a good stop.
Pretty good job there. I think that was Eli Curry on the far side over there, getting on the outside, turning that play back in where you've got help. Good job.
They get him 3 at the 42. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 4. Big 3rd down play here for the Leopards. Wide receivers are in tight this time. Dobbins. And they try to get the Leopards to jump as Bennett goes in motion, but this time Bennett goes in motion. The dive play, nope, then it's Dobbins who follows him right up in that hole. And I told you, this is the hardest one for me to call play-by-play on because I go with that first fake and I get faked out myself.
Absolutely.
I'm going to have to slow down. But it faked out the Leopards enough that Dobbins got down to the Leopard 35-yard line. He picked up 7 and a 1st down.
And that is absolutely the name of the game with the triple option. Misdirection, you don't know who has the ball. Everything's in there tight happening. And, boy, it used to wear me out too back in the old days.
Cummings checks in at the fullback spot. Dobbins again under center. Back to pass this time. He's looking for Wren, and he's sacked. And the ball is loose.
It's loose.
And I think Purcell got back on it. It looks like number 54, D'Arienzio picks up the fumble. But that is a loss all the way back to the 40-yard line. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 15, but what a huge defensive play.
Absolutely. That was Gus Torres getting in there, messing up things in the backfield. Love it.
Wide receivers either side. Flexbone still. And a dive play right up the middle again. Stuffed.
Great work.
Again, the ball comes out, but nowhere to go up that middle there for Cummings. And they'll mark him with no gain on the play. Now it's 3rd and 15. The Dragons have got a really good kicker, but Obviously, you're either 4-down territory here, or you're playing field position and trying to if you don't get this, punt it and pin the Leopards deep. But 3rd down 15. Back to pass, Dobbins. And throws it out in the flat, and it's caught. And still short of the first down. Taylor does recover to stop Selman, but he is still about 4 yards short. See exactly where they mark him. But he's going to be about 3 short, looks like, at maybe the 27-yard line.
I started to say just before that play that we're going to have to watch out for a little pass here, because they will send one of those slots out there on a pass route.
4th down and 2. And they're going to go for it. And
oh, no.
He breaks it. Dobbins on the quarterback keeper right up the middle, and he ends up all the way down at the Leopards' 7-yard line. 20 yards on a 4th and 2.
Yeah, that's a athletic play by number 7 there for Purcell. And we know he's got some wheels. He showed them right there.
So Leopards had them and let them escape. It's 1st and goal from the Leopards 7 now for the Dragons. 4:30 left here in the first. Clock running. The Leopards with a 6-0 lead. Wide receivers in tight. Flex bone. Bennett in motion. Again, the quarterback keeper over the left side. And the Leopards stuff it this time for a short gain across the 5 down to the 3. And I say short gain. He still picks up 4.
A little tough to tell on the far side of the field over there. I think that was Will Lawrence getting up off the bottom of that pile.
2nd and goal for the Leopard defense. Purcell trying to answer on their first drive of the game after the Leopards scored on the opening drive. Bennett in motion. And backfield. Gus Torres wraps up Dobbins for a loss back to the 5.
Nice job, Gus.
It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal.
I'm going to give a little credit to Crew Flood there. He was in on that tackle.
Cummings stays in at the fullback. Wren and Toming are still the wide receivers. Wren is up tight. Toming is wide left. Dobbins under center. Bennett in motion. The dive play. Oh, it's
look at that.
We got a Leopards come up with the ball and gets the turnover.
I can't lie to you. I don't know how that happened. We're going to get a replay.
Lawrence ended up with the ball and gets out to the 20. Let's see if we can go to replay here. Figure out how in the world Will Lawrence ended up with that football. I still missed it. It happened too quick.
It was fast.
But, hey, give Will Lawrence credit.
Attaboy, Will. That's a takeaway.
Huge stop right there for the Leopards. They get the ball back deep in their own territory at their own 18-yard line. 1st and 10. 3:06 left to go here in the first. Trips right. Single receiver left. Cameron. Flood in the backfield. He breaks through the line, and he gets good yardage out near the 25-yard line. And, in fact, they'll give him the 25. That's a 7-yarder on 1st down. 2nd down and 3.
Look like number 22 there on the tackle, Braylon Francis.
Trips left this time. Single receiver right. And, again, we got movement on the line, and I think we're going to get – no, they're going to get us. False start on the Leopards.
Yep.
So that'll back the Leopards up. You had a nice option there with 2nd and 3. You kind of opens your playbook up a little bit.
Yeah,
Take
sure.
a shot there with 2nd and 3. Now you've got 2nd and 8.
Yeah, still manageable position.
Ball at the 20-yard line. Man in motion, Aguero right to left. Actually, that's McCauley that's in motion. Now we have Trips left. And the fake Cameron over the left side. He's got room. He's at the 30, the 35, the 40, the 50, and finally run out of bounds. Number 12, Paul Glorious But not until Isaac Cameron on the option, cuts it up inside, takes it all the way down into Dragon territory.
Nice little play there. Really good fake. I was convinced he was going to give, and boy, he yanked it and went vertical. Nice job, Mr. Cameron.
And mark him out actually at the Purcell 47-yard line. But that's a 33-yard run for Isaac Cameron. Cameron, the handoff, fakes the handoff again. Now he throws it out in the flat.
There we go.
McCulley makes a man miss and then gets some positive yardage out of it. They just about had him wrapped up as soon as he caught that, and he was able to avoid that tackle and turn it into a positive yardage.
Nice quickness there from Mr. McCulley. Is that his first catch of the year?
It's his first catch of the year. They're going to mark it at the 43-yard line. So it'll be a 2nd down and 7. Torres checks back in. Flood will be in the backfield. Lawrence is the lone receiver left. Thought and Aguero are right. And we've we've got Coach Merrill out there visiting with the official. I'm not real sure. Oh, and the clock is got some issues. It was doing all kinds of fun things over there. Looks like they may have it ironed out now. 1:50 left to go here in the first. The Leopards with a 2nd down and 7 at the Purcell 43-yard line. Twins right, single receiver left. Cameron, the handoff up the middle, and Flood nowhere to go this time.
Well, penetration by the defensive line there, number 72. That is Dylan Smith for Purcell. Stuck his nose in there and stuffed that one.
No gain on the play, so we'll call it 3rd down and 7. The ball at the Purcell 43. Cameron. Flood. And got another false start on the Leopards. And this is exactly what the Leopards did last week. You kind of get yourself going, and you got a long one, and now you've gone from 3rd and 7 to 3rd and 12. And got to get that under control. So the ball is spotted at the Purcell 48.5-yard line. And got some confusion on personnel. Now we'll go trips left, single receiver right. Back to pass. Cameron, he has time. Got all kinds of time. Still looking. He's got a man in the flat. Can he get it to him? Thought kicked him up with it. Thought was wide open at the 25 and just off of his fingertips. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 12 for the Leopards.
That would have been a fantastic play. Cameron on the run right there. That's a tough ball to throw. Just a little bit too wide for Mr. Fott.
So 4th and 12, and Cameron will now back up in punt formation. Came up with the turnover and could not turn it into points. Dragons will send 2 men back deep. One of those is the number 4, Cash Cook. I believe the other one is Cooper Selman, number 1. And timeout called by the Leopards. 52 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Let's take a timeout with them. We'll come back to Burford Field after this. This is live coverage of Leopard football. It is presented by the American Exchange Bank here on KBLP Live.
Craving a taste of authentic Mexico right here in town? Head over to Casa 13. Dive into a variety of salsas, from zesty and mild to bold and spicy. Order to go and settle in for all your Leopard action at home. And don't forget the drinks. Or come in and catch the Friday night football games live and curb your hunger. Late night watching Leopard football? Let us cook breakfast for you. Now serving breakfast Saturdays and Sundays. Come see us at 110 Southeast 4th Street. Go Leopards!
Back here in Lindsay, the Leopards with a 4th down and 12 at the Purcell 48-yard line. Cameron sets to punt this one away for the Leopards. Low snap. Gets off a high punt, hangs in the air. Fair catch is called for and taken by Cash Cook, number 4 for the Dragons. So Purcell gets the ball back after the turnover gave it back to the Leopards. And with the 46 seconds left here in the first quarter, they'll start 1st and 10 there on 19-yard line. So Leopard defense looking to come up big here again.
Yeah, great job getting the turnover down here on the goal line. We kind of had our backs against the wall there. Let's see if the Leopards can do a little bit better job with the quarterback keeper. I thought they handled the dive fantastically right there. Quarterback keeper and the one pass out there to the slot back that went for a long one.
Again, they'll line up in that flex bone, but the wide receivers are in as tight ends right now. Dobbins under center. In motion, they'll hand it off to the fullback again, and nowhere to go. They, again, handle that dive really well.
Great job. Great job. I saw 3 or 4 black hats in there. That's what we got to have. Had Dutton, had DeGaring, Cody Franklin.
Francis picks up 3. It'll bring up 2nd down and 7 at the Purcell 22. Again, tight formation with 2 tight ends, flex bone with Dobbins under center. Selman in motion, Dobbins on the quarterback keeper, and again, they wrap him up. He could not get up the middle, and the Leopards had the contain on the outside, and he might have got a yard out of that. But that's about it. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and long. And mark it at the 24-yard line. So give him 2, call it 3rd and 5. And that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Leopards with a 6-0 lead, but Purcell behind the chains when we come back to start the second quarter. This is live coverage of Leopard football. It's presented by the American Exchange Bank here on your sports leader, KBLP Live.
Tonight's football broadcast is brought to you in part by the City of Lindsay, proud supporters of Lindsay Leopard football and all student endeavors at Lindsay Public Schools. Keep up with local information and events at cityoflindsay.com, which now offers easy online bill pay. Good luck to the Leopards this football season from the City of Lindsay.
Clements Insurance provides insurance coverage to best suit your needs. We offer auto, home, farm, life, and business policies. Come by 109 West Chickasaw or call 405-756-2253. Clements Insurance is carrying on the tradition to satisfy you. So come see me, Keith, or Beth. Go Lindsay.
Looking for top quality concrete that gets the job done right? At Jerry Tucker Cementing, we provide premium, ready-mix concrete for any project, big or small. Our concrete is mixed to perfection, ensuring strength, durability, and a flawless finish every time. Whether you're a contractor or a DIYer, our concrete is the...
We're back as the Dragons had a 3rd down and long. They basically line up in an I formation this time, run the option, and get the handoff to number 11, Carter Bennett. And he managed to squirt through the initial defender, got out to the 30-yard line. They needed 5, picked up 6, got the 1st down at the 30. Go back to the flex bone, wide receiver either side, Dobbins under center. And Francis right up the middle. The Leopards stand him up, push him backwards, but not till he picked up 5 yards out to the 35-yard line. That's a big gain on 1st down. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 5.
Yep, gave up a little too much on that one, but I like the way we've been handling that dive.
They have done well so far.
In this kind of scheme, they're going to get you a little bit here and there, so we just got to bend, don't break.
2nd and 5, Purcell their own 35. Again from the flex bone. And Bennett, Selman in motion rather, and that looks like a busted play.
There we go, my goodness.
Nobody there to hand it to, and Gus Torres says, Mr. Dobbins, I'm taking you down here.
Let me give the Purcell Dragons a little bit of advice. You better put somebody between Gus Torres and whoever has the ball. He's going to come get you, and he's a big-bodied individual.
Loss of 3 back to the 32-yard line. It's now 3rd down and 8 for the Dragons. And again, the Dobbins turned around like he was looking for somebody to hand the ball to, and there was nobody there.
He found a Torres.
3rd down and 8. Wide receivers are split wide this time. In motion, Bennett. Back to pass. Over the middle, thrown, and in and out of the hands of Cooper Selman. And incomplete. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 8 for the Dragons.
We'll take that. He had a step on the defender right there. It wasn't bad position, but definitely he was over the top of our defender, and lucky he didn't possess that ball on that one.
Paul Glorious, number 12, back in punt formation for the Dragons. McCulley and Aguero are back deep for the Leopards. The ball at the Purcell 32-yard line. Again, it's 4th down and 8. Number 22, Braylon Francis, the fullback, is also the long snapper. High snap. Glorious gets it. Nice high hanging punt. McCulley is going to let it bounce, and it takes a huge Purcell bounce.
He's going to field it.
McCulley fields it and then gets dropped immediately at the 17-yard line, maybe the 16. And again, that one just, as soon as it hit, it took a huge roll for Purcell.
Yeah, I think he got a hand on that ball, and or at least thought he may have. So he had to go chase it down and get on top of it.
9:57 left to go here in the first half. The Leopards with a 6-0 lead, and now the football, but at their own 16-yard line. 1st and 10. Lawrence and Aguero are going to be split left. McCulley and Fott are split right. Taylor back in at running back. Cameron will operate from the shotgun. Calls for it. Fakes it. Takes it himself. Breaks a tackle. He's at the 25. He's at the 30. The 35. And then brought down at the 40-yard line. 24 yards on 1st down for the quarterback, Isaac Cameron.
Great job. Good read. Isaac showing us some speed this evening.
He has. And the strength to break tackles.
You bet.
He had a 33-yarder a while ago, a 24-yarder there. 1st and 10 Leopards. They're on 40. They'll stay twins either side. Taylor now behind Cameron in the pistol. Cameron to Taylor over the right side, and this time Taylor is stood up. Might have got a yard. I think they're going to mark him for no gain.
Clock number 22, Braylon Francis on the tackle there. Yeah, didn't give Mr. Taylor much on that one. We'll have to get a little bit more push.
Fought. McCulley split right. Aguero and Lawrence are split left. Taylor stays in the backfield. Now they'll bring Aguero in motion left to right. Flip it to him. Looking on the jet sweep. He's at the 45, at the 50. Cuts through at the 45. Still on his feet in dragon territory all the way down at the 35-yard line of Purcell.
Fantastic little run there. Mr. Aguero got up the sideline, thought he was done, and then he just stopped and started again. Got 4 or 5 more yards.
35-yard line of Purcell. That is a 25-yard, officially a pass, as that was a forward toss to him. Now they'll get Flood in the ball game at running back, and he'll be wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage.
What a collision there on the line of scrimmage between Flood and number 59 right there, Kanan Haynes. Flood lowered the boom, and they met on the line, and that was I wish we had a microphone in those situations. I think you'd have heard something there.
They'll bring Torres in. He'll line up slot left this time. Twins left, single receiver right, and to give it to Flood right up the middle. And, again, he's wrapped up on a short gain on 2nd and 10, and we'll see what they give him. Looks like probably the 32-yard line. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 7. Flood checks out. Taylor checks back in at running back. Torres will stay in as a slot back. Fought the lone receiver right. And, again, the option. Taylor avoids one tackle, gets away from another, but he's not going to get away from the rest. And we've got a flag back there. I think we're going to probably get a hold as Torres was doing his best to try to protect Taylor back there, but probably have a holding call coming up here on the Leopards. And still waiting for the official call. It is a hold on the Leopards. And that's on a third down play here. This may be a decision for Coach Dillard to decline it and force it to a fourth down, and that's exactly what they did because the loss was all the way back to the 36-yard line. So a loss of 4 makes it 4th and 11, and they're going to decline the penalty. And the Leopards will have to punt it away again.
Well, we're showing that we're able to move the football if we can just string enough of them together to get on down the field. I think we'll get it figured out.
And Purcell calls a timeout. 7:13 left to go here in the first half. The Leopards took the opening drive down 67 yards and scored. It's 6-0, and that's where we stand right now. We'll come back after this. Live coverage of Leopard football is presented by the American Exchange Bank on KBLP Live.
Hey friends, Danny Daniels here. I wanted to take a moment and let you know about a very helpful service that I provide for you and your family in our community. I own and operate Danny Daniels Pest Services, and I would like to ask you to call me the next time you have a need or desire for effective, safe, and affordable pest services. If you have spiders, roaches, ants, fleas, ticks, scorpions, crickets, whatever, I can help. Give me a call at 405-428-3833. That's 405-428-3833. I'd be glad to help.
If you find yourself in Chickasha, Oklahoma, stop by Legends Pub House and Venue for lunch or supper. Legends also brings you some of the best concerts around. Everyone at Legends would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards good luck this football season. Go Leopards!
Cameron in punt formation. Cash Cook back deep for the Dragons inside of his own 5. Cameron takes a long time. Now it's a fake. He throws, and there's nobody home.
Well, good try.
Yeah, and that is the nice thing about having the quarterback as your punter. You do at least have that option, and had a couple of guys down there, but nobody in the area where Cameron threw that football. So it ends up as a turnover on downs, and Purcell will take over. Again, 7:13 left to go here in the first half. Leopards with the 6-0 lead, and Purcell now 1st and 10 there on 36-yard line. Dobbins brings the offense back out onto the field. Francis will be the back. They'll bring in number 2, Ethan Colburn, to be wide receiver left this time. And the officials, again, maybe we have another clock issue maybe.
The guy that whistled looks confused.
Yeah. I'm not sure who he's looking for over here on the Leopard sideline. He's looking for Coach Embry, and I think we're still trying to get maybe the clock set right.
I do not know.
And they're going to reset the clock again, and it'll go to 7:08. Flexbone, wide receiver left. In motion, Selman. The dive over left side. The Leopards again. Short gain.
Good job right there. I couldn't tell who was hanging on to him as he come through the line. I think it was Crew Flood.
Francis gets a couple of yards, looks like, out to the 30, we'll call it the 37, 38-yard line. 2nd down and 8. Again, they'll go with the one wide receiver right. The other wide receiver left is lined up as a tight end. And there is motion on the line and false start on the Dragons. Got that as their 3rd penalty tonight. Had a couple of offsides early.
Yep.
Now a false start.
Kind of looked like that right tackle just kind of lost his balance a little bit, had to catch himself.
So back the ball up to the 33-yard line, and now you've got a 2nd down and 13. Again, the Flexbone, wide receiver right. Dobbins under center. Cook in motion as he lined up on the left side. Dobbins on the keeper. The option to Cook on the right wing, and he'll get pushed forward as he was tackled. They had him held up about the 40, and then they pushed him forward on the tackle out to the 43. So he picks up 10, but that's still short of the first down. They're going to be 3rd down and 3.
And I believe that was Guillermo Hernandez way out there making that tackle. That's a long way from where he started.
Gmo with some speed.
You bet.
3rd down and 3. Purcell, they're on 38. It's going to be 43. Now we get the Leopards jumping across as the Gmo looking to try to get there in a hurry.
Yep.
Goes on the hard count, and they're going to give Purcell a first down via the offside penalty, and that'll be a penalty number 4 on the Leopards. Is that right?
I've got 4.
So move the ball out to the 48-yard line. 1st and 10 Purcell. They're on 48. Clock runs with 5.5 left to go in the first half. Cook in motion. The dive up the middle, and again the Leopards stuff Francis right at the line of scrimmage and might get a yard out of that. And looks like they may give him the 49-yard line. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 9.
I was talking to Coach Hembry earlier about Gmo specifically since he's taken over for Snow this evening, or Gibson. And he talked about how quick off the line he is, sometimes a little bit too quick, but he fires off faster than anybody.
Cook in motion. The option, Dobbins cannot get cut up inside.
Good stick. Whoever that linebacker was that came up.
I think is that Lawrence or Thought?
Fixing to find out.
Right. Yeah. I think it was Tug Thought that was there. If I heard PA announcer Doyle Gredeman announce it right, but a yard, and it's 3rd down and 8 right at midfield. Big 3rd down play here for the Leopard defense. 4:20 left in the half. Dobbins, Cook in motion left to right, back to passes. Dobbins, he's looking over the middle, and he's hit just as he throws the ball.
Torres.
And incomplete on the pass is going to make it now 4th down and 8. Right at midfield, and decision time for Coach Dillard.
I'll tell you what, Gus is wreaking havoc back there tonight.
Big time. He's been in the backfield all night.
He sure has been.
And Coach Dillard's rolling the dice. He's going for it here on 4th down. Or at least looks like they're lining up for it anyway. I would watch for a hard count here. Cook in motion, and the Leopards don't jump. And Coach Dillard's going to call the timeout. 4:09 left to go here in the first half, and the Leopards with a 6-0 lead. Coming up at halftime on top of our normal halftime with our stats, we'll talk about maybe this week we'll have enough internet we can actually get some of our area teams. And the game's going on, just about everybody in action tonight. But Tuttle is at, or Newcastle is at Tuttle tonight. That'll be a big game in Class 5A. Blanchard hosting Noble tonight. Chickasha on the road at Marlowe. Davis hosting the Pauls Valley Panthers tonight. I'm talking the Leopard opponent from last week. Washington down at Sulphur. That's going to be fun one to keep up with tonight as the Warriors travel down to take on the Sulphur Bulldogs. Minko hosting Dibble. Elmore City Purnell hosting Little Axe. Waynewood on the road at Comanche. Wayne is at Stratford. Ellick is down at Maud tonight. And Maysville hosting Mountain View Gotebo. So we'll try to get you some of those scores coming up at halftime as well. Out of the timeout. Now Purcell decides they're going to punt. Glorious back in punt formation. Aguero back deep for the Leopards, stands at his own 10. 4:09 left. And Glorious, nice spiraling punt, takes a bounce, and Aguero takes it on the hop. Gets it to the 15, to the 20, makes a cut back, and he'll be swarmed under at the 22-yard line.
There's a flag.
And there are some flags coming in late.
Oh, man.
Let's see what we get here. And
it sure looked like
there's also a flag back here about where he caught the ball. We may get a block in the back on the Leopards back there, so we may end up with some offsettings here. So we got a block in the back on the Leopards, I would say, and then we may have a late hit on the Dragons. On the Leopards, rather. So sort this out as the officials get together for a conference.
The initial block down there, which we question may possibly have been a block in the back, I actually thought it was clean. A guy went flying, but it was more from the side, which is okay. But there was definitely some late activity down here on this sideline.
Block in the back on the Leopards. Personal foul on the Leopards.
Okay.
So they'll back this one way up for the Leopards. So, again, this one goes back now to the 4-yard line.
Yep, those are costly. Those are definitely two penalties you never want to get, certainly not both at the same time.
At the same time. So now you got to worry about safety. You got to worry about trying to get it out from under your own goalpost and try to, I'd say at this point, just make sure you hang on to the ball for 4 more minutes and not let Purcell have another chance here in the first half. Leopards will go with twins left, single receiver right. Torres is in there as a slot back. Taylor is at running back. Cameron and Taylor both standing in their own end zone. Cameron calls for it. Keeps it himself right up the middle, and he'll get some good yardage out across the 5. And it looks like probably about the 8. We'll see where they actually put the ball. And they'll actually put it at the 9-yard line. So pick up a 5. We'll bring up a second down and 5.
Not bad, not bad. That was number 11, Carter Bennett, with the tackle.
Pistol formation this time. And they'll give it to Taylor right up the middle. Breaks a tackle, and he's across the 15. He'll have a first down. Huge run right there from Taylor to give the Leopards a first down and keep this drive moving. And now you're starting to think about, okay, can we take it down the field and score?
I'd like to bust a big one here.
8 yards and a first down to the 17-yard line for Dutton Taylor.
We want to use the rest of this 3 minutes, though.
Absolutely, we do. Twins right, twins left, single receiver right. Torres is in the slot right. Taylor, the running back to pass is Cameron. He's looking for the fade down the sideline for Fott, and just overthrew him.
Good route. Tug had a step on the receiver. It's just a little bit too deep of a pass. I like to see us taking some downfield shots,
though. Oh, absolutely. Keep these guys honest.
Absolutely.
So brings up a second down and 10. It stops the clock with 2:54 left before halftime. Thought will stay as the lone receiver right. Taylor in the backfield. Cameron, the quarterback keeper again, right up the middle. Again, more room. Breaks a tackle and then gets brought down as he crosses the 25 to the 27-yard line, and he'll pick up 10 and be very close to a first down. Let's see where they actually spotted. They do give it to him. 1st and 10, and right now, I'll tell you what, Isaac Cameron is having himself a night.
He is, man. He's making great reads. He's deceptive with his handoffs or his fake handoffs and just pulls it and gets vertical pretty quick. I'm impressed.
Torres now lines up out there as a wide receiver and dancing in the lane, trying to find a way up there is Dutton Taylor, and he'll get across the 30. And mark him at the 32-yard line. Pick up a 5. We'll bring up a second down and 5. And they'll stay in that trips left this time. Single receiver right, pistol formation. Taylor, jet sweep left. Got all kinds of room. He's at the 40, the 45, pushes it to 50.
Look at that downfield
and
block.
Finally gets brought down just shy of the Dragon 45-yard line. Mark him at the 47 of Purcell.
I want to say this, man. Will Lawrence was blocking. I believe that was him on the far side, blocking downfield, way downfield. Yeah, that was a fantastic effort there.
Oh,
no.
Got a flag back here. Hang on. I had it all written down. I missed the laundry on the field.
I didn't see it either. And he's walking it back. Doggone it.
Put the ball back at the 30-yard line. And looks like probably a holding call would be my guess. Second down, call it 7. The slant over the middle is tipped and nearly picked off. So a 3rd down and 7 now for the Leopards at their own 30-yard line. And with that incomplete, stops the clock with 1:32 left before halftime. Twins either side. Taylor the lone setback to the left of Cameron from the shotgun. 3rd down and 7. The slant again. This time it's caught. Aguero with the catch. He'll be at the 40 and then pushed backwards, but the 40-yard line is plenty enough for the first down.
Nice job on the slant right there. Quick yards. Just enough for the first down.
And timeout Leopards with 1:26 as Lindsay now thinking we're going to have to try to come up with some points here. Let's take a quick timeout with them. We'll come back after this. This is live coverage of Leopard football presented by the American Exchange Bank here on KBLP Live.
Attention, Lindsay. Design It has a brand new home at 306 South Main, and we can't wait for you to see it. Step into our fresh new space and check out our latest spirit designs to cheer on your favorite local school teams. Whether you're looking for custom apparel, spirit gear, or unique designs that show your school pride, Design It has you covered. Come celebrate our new location today at 306 South Main Street in Lindsay, because at Design It, school spirit starts here.
Capturing all your special moments is such a blessing to me, from running down the ball field to walking down the aisle. Call or text Photography Blessings by Lacey for all your photography needs. 405-428-0305. Go Leopards and Leopardettes.
A 1:26 left before halftime. The Leopards have it 1st and 10, their own 40-yard line. Twins either side for Cameron. He's got Taylor in the backfield with him. Taylor. And we're looking at the reverse. Aguero coming the other way, and he's going to get caught in the backfield. Oh, he avoids it. Cuts back again, gets a block, and out of all of that, he'll end up with about 3 yards.
Man.
He ran 27 miles and came up with 3 yards to make it a 2nd down and 7.
Hey, he didn't give up. That was good effort. If we'd have picked up one block here on the outside, is a whole different story.
Cameron back to pass. Has all kinds of time. Still looking, and we're going to get a flag in the backfield as Thought has the catch. And he'll end up being dropped at the Purcell 36-yard line, but we've got a flag back here in the backfield, so hang on. This is going to be a hold on the Leopards. It's coming back.
Man.
A couple of big-time plays that have been called back on holding penalties.
So that's, let's see here, that's 25-30. That's 40 yards of penalties on this drive, starting with that double penalty down here.
The big one back there, yep. So the 35-yard line is where the ball rests now. So now you've got a 3rd down and the 15. Cameron. Looking to pass. Again has time to slant over the middle. Aguero breaks
He's got it.
He's at the 40, the 35, the 30. And right from behind. And we've got a flag.
Another flag. My goodness.
Rocker McCulley with the big block downfield. But we've got a flag, so hang on. And Coach Embry not happy because I have a feeling they're going to try to call a hold on McCulley down here on that block. Now, thankfully, because of the play went so long, even if you mark it 10 from the spot of the foul, then and that's what they're calling. They're going to call a hold on McCulley, and I'm not real sure about that.
Yeah, I'd like to have a replay on that one. I think it's too far past to go back.
Here's the replay coming up. And they spotted at the Purcell 39-yard
Here we
line.
go.
But here comes the replay.
We're looking at number 22 here on the inside receiver on the near side.
And no, that was not a hold at all. Back to pass, Cameron, but go back to action. Caught. Aguero breaks another tackle, and he's going to take it to the house. Manny Aguero.
How about that?
39 yards and a touchdown. Lindsay Leopards with 20 seconds left on the clock.
Man, and we messed that up watching a stinking replay, didn't we?
Missed a huge play there as Aguero on the quick slant breaks a tackle and takes it 39 yards to the house.
Folks, sorry about that.
That's
we're trying to be fancy and put some replays in here, and look what it cost us.
Leopards were going to go for 2 here. They'll go pistol formation, Twins left, and they'll fake the handoff. Cameron rolls right. He's got a man caught. I think that's McCulley. No, it's Aguero.
No, it's Aguero again.
Aguero with the 2-point conversion, and with 20 seconds left before halftime, the Lindsay Leopards have a 14-0 lead on the Purcell Dragons.
And Manny is on a tear. I love it.
I like it. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back after this. This is live coverage of Leopard football presented by the American Exchange Bank on KBLP Live.
At First Baptist Church, we are a family ministry and desire to faithfully proclaim the gospel in Lindsay and beyond. We'd like to invite you to join us every Sunday for worship at 9 a.m. and Sunday school following at 10:15. Our Wednesday evening activities start with dinner at 5:45, and then we have Bible studies for children at 6:15 and youth and adults starting at 6:30. FBC is proud to support the Lindsay Leopards, and we wish all our student athletes a successful season. Go Leopards!
20 seconds left before halftime, and the Leopards did exactly what they needed to do. That drive started at their own 4-yard line with 3:56 left, so they took 3.5 minutes off the clock. It took 12 plays because of several penalties.
50 yards worth of penalties on one drive, and results in a touchdown.
Results in a touchdown.
So we started on the 3?
On the 4.
On the 4?
Yeah, between the
so do that math. That's 96 and 50?
Yeah, and 50. It's 140 yards on one drive. Tug Fott has it teed up for the Leopards.
Glad you're good at math, by the way.
And a sidewinder, and it'll be scooped up and then dropped immediately there to his knees. Jaden Hitchcock, the freshman. And with 19 seconds left now, Purcell down by 14 with the ball, and they'll have it there on 36-yard line. And, of course, Purcell will get the ball to start this third quarter since the Leopards opted to receive after winning the coin toss to start the game. Right now, you got to make sure you don't give up a big play. You got to make sure you keep everything in front of you right here.
Yep.
Leopard faithful.
Yeah, I don't know what Purcell would like to do. I could see them just
taking a knee here almost.
Taking a knee or running a simple run play and let the clock run out and go to the locker room. Or maybe they take a shot. We don't know.
Selman lines up slot right, Cook slot left, Francis in the backfield, and we call it, Leopards call it timeout right here. I'm not sure anybody's any more pumped up than Coach Embry now.
He was pumped up when he walked out there. Initially, I thought he was ticked off at somebody because they were lined up wrong or something, but I think that was just sheer excitement.
So, again, stick around at halftime. We'll have our halftime statistics brought to you by Grow and Behold Landscaping. We'll have that coming up here at halftime, so make sure you stick around for that. Along with trying to come up with some of our area scores and our officially unofficial stats.
I'll have some stats this week.
You will have stats this week. We didn't have to run everybody out of our cramped space last week. We would have had them last week. But
this is so cozy.
It is very nice. Well, Kevin may not be cozy up there in the wind, but Twins right this time. Single receiver left. Broken bone in the backfield. Back to pass is Dobbins. He's looking for the fade, and it's caught. Wren with the catch. Breaks a tackle. Look out. You get inside the 25. I said you cannot give up a big play here. And with 9 seconds left, Purcell does have a timeout. If they opt to use it here, and I would think you would have to with 9 seconds, I don't think you got time to get down there. And they do, I think, call the timeout. All the way down to the 20-yard line of the Leopards. That is a, 54-yard reception from Dobbins to Wren.
They definitely took a shot. Not surprising. This is always a game where these teams just do not quit.
Absolutely.
So don't blame them a bit right there.
So now the Leopards probably going to have one play here to keep Purcell out of the end zone. And again, Purcell, this offense is designed. It's a run offense, and that's what they do is run the ball. And then all of a sudden you stick 2 wide receivers out there on that side of the field, and you've been used to run. You're worried about the run, and it does open up the pass game. So
yes, sir.
We talked about the discipline and that those corners were going to be on an island out there. And that was just a great play. Now we'll see what Purcell chooses to do here with 9 seconds left. You would think a quick pass. They are out of timeout, so this is going to have to be, I would think you're going to have to run play to the end zone or a pass to the end zone or just a run play and hope you make it. And they're going to do the option, and Carter Bennett runs out of bounds. He'll get.
Got time for another one.
Got time
Smart
for
play.
one more. And we'll see where Bennett was run out of bounds on the far side there. Looks like they'll mark him. Call it the 17-yard line. So 2nd down 7. And now this is probably going to be the final play you would think here with just 4.5 seconds left, 4.8 left on the clock. Dobbins under center. Cook in motion. Back to pass. Dobbins right over the middle and just.
Ooh.
And
point three left on the clock.
They've got time for one more shot. He was there, had a step on the defender Cameron that time and just let him a little too much. One more chance here for the Dragons. If the Leopard defense can get the stop. Leopard defenders on the field trying to get the fans involved. Need a stop right here. They'll stay with Wren is wide right. Colburn wide left. Cook in motion. Back to pass Dobbins and flags. And we've got a false start on Purcell. So that'll back them up to the 22-yard line. It'll make it 2nd down and 12 now. And it's actually 3rd down. My apologies. I forgot the incomplete pass there. Third down and 12. Final play with 0.2 of a second on the clock. Back to pass Dobbins. Looking in the end zone and turned his receiver, looked to the inside. He threw the pass to the outside, and it falls incomplete.
All right.
So Leopards get out of the first half with a 14-0 lead over the Purcell Dragons. And, again, Purcell will get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. We're going to send it over to JD. We've got some words from our fine sponsors of Leopard football. We could not do this without you. We say a big, big, big thank you to all of our sponsors for Lindsay Leopard football. And we'll come back with more at halftime and officially unofficial stats and more. So stick around for that right after this timeout on KBLP Live.
American Exchange Bank, right here in Lindsay, is a locally owned and operated community bank that believes in just that. You, a community of fellow Leopards. We love our customers. We feel very grateful for each one. So if you are looking for a safe place to put your money, need help achieving that next dream project, or are simply looking for a different banking experience, give us a call at 405-756-3101. We look forward to serving you each day. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
For all your tax services, contact Grant and Katie Johnson, CPA. Grant and Katie are certified public accountants that provide full-service accounting, bookkeeping, payroll, and tax services. With 2 offices, one located at 600 Southeast 4th Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, and another at 313 North Walnut in Pauls Valley, Grant and Katie are ready to meet your CPA needs. Give Grant or Katie a call at 405-238-2727 and set up your appointment today.
Hey there, this is Trace Adams with Hassler Hot Oil Service. We are family owned and operated with over 25 years experience. I am a 4th generation Lindsay Leopard, and we proudly support Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes athletically and academically in all their endeavors. Call my dad, Greg Adams, at 405-756-6075 for all of your hot oiler needs. Again, that's 405-756-6075. Go, Lindsay!
Get your game day, or any day, off to a great start with Hot Mess Coffee at 213 South Main in Lindsay. Hot Mess Coffee Co. offers coffees, lattes, teas, and other tasty beverages, plus great food, too. Good luck to the Lindsay Leopards from Hot Mess Coffee Co. and Java House Realty at 213 South Main in Lindsay.
Legacy Roofing is a family-owned and operated business that serves Lindsay, Oklahoma and surrounding areas. We specialize in getting your home back to its best, whether it be annual wear and tear or storm damage. We don't just fix roofs, we take care of your home. Legacy Roofing, family-owned, community-focused, and always here for you. Call us today for a free estimate at 405-756-8855 and let us protect your home with the care it deserves.
Looking for top quality concrete that gets the job done right? At Jerry Tucker Cementing, we provide premium, ready-mix concrete for any project, big or small. Our concrete is mixed to perfection, ensuring strength, durability, and a flawless finish every time. Whether you're a contractor or a DIYer, our concrete is the solid choice you can trust.
Hey, Lindsay community. My name is Christian Torres, and I am the minister for the Lindsay Church of Christ. We would like to invite you to come and worship with us on Sundays at 10:45 a.m. and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. We're located at 1205 West Cherokee Street. Here at the Lindsay Church of Christ, you will find the truth of God's Word, spoken in love, and a group of people who love God and one another. Do you have a Bible question? Well, we have a Bible answer. Come and worship with us and be edified at the Lindsay Church of Christ.
This is Dr. Matt Shelton with Lindsay Family Dentistry. I'm a 1997 graduate of Lindsay High School and have been practicing dentistry in Lindsay since 2006. We welcome you to come by our dental practice so we can help you and your family with all your dental needs. We offer dental services for everyone at every age, from braces to aligners to crowns, bridges, dentures, and implants. Give us a call today at 405-756-4093 or stop by at 102 Southwest 7th Street and let us give you the healthy, beautiful smile you've always dreamed of.
Looking for your next adventure? Head to Morris Motorsports in Chickasha. We carry top brands like Polaris, Can-Am, Kawasaki, and Honda. Plus, we offer a full-service and parts department. Whether it's ATVs, side-by-sides, motorcycles, or accessories, we've got what you're looking for. Visit morrismotorsports.com or give us a call at 405-224-6113. At Morris Motorsports, we don't just sell machines, we sell fun.
The Board of Directors, physicians, and employees of the Lindsay Municipal Hospital would like to take this time to recognize the Lindsay High School football team, the coaches, and players. Good luck, Leopards, from your fans at the Lindsay Municipal Hospital. And remember, if a medical emergency arises, call or visit the Lindsay Municipal Hospital, another Leopard supporter.
Dr. Mike Beckman and all of his staff at 301 South Main Street in Lindsay would like to wish the Lindsay High School football team good luck this season. To schedule your next eye exam, call Dr. Beckman's office at 405-756-4414. Operating hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 8:30 to noon on Friday. Call 405-756-4414 or stop by at 301 South Main in Lindsay. Go Leopards from everybody at Dr. Mike Beckman's office.
If you have a hankering for the best barbecue in South Central Oklahoma, then get yourself down to the Meat Locker Barbecue in Lindsay. Every Monday, Thursday, and Friday, located just off of Highway 19, 106 Northwest 4th. At the Meat Locker, we work hard to bring you the most consistent, delicious, slow-smoked barbecue around at a price that won't break the bank. And don't forget, we cater too, and we'd love to do the cooking for your next event. So come see us or give us a call at 405-428-1198. And visit our new website at meatlockerbbqok.com for the latest Meat Locker merchandise. We're proud to sponsor this broadcast of Lindsay Leopard Athletics and want to wish all the students, faculty, and staff a successful year.
Too hot to mow? Too busy to mow? Don't sweat it. Grow and Behold Landscaping meets all your professional lawn care needs for residential and commercial properties. Licensed, insured, always dependable. Whether it's residential mowing and pest control or commercial landscaping, when it grows up, we show up. Call Grow and Behold Landscaping now for your free quote at 405-926-1492. Mention KBLP for a 5% discount on your first service.
Welcome back here at halftime. Your officially unofficial stats brought to you by Grow and Behold Landscaping. Whether it's residential mowing and pest control or commercial landscaping. When it grows up, they show up. Call for your free quote. And if you mention KBLP, you'll get a 5% discount on your first service. Grow and Behold Landscaping, bringing you your officially unofficial stats here at halftime, and we'll start with the Purcell Dragons. I have them on the ground, 16 rush plays, 64 yards. They are led by the quarterback, Deacon Dobbins. He's got 6 carries, 29 yards to lead the way. The only one in double figures is the fullback, Braylon Francis.
If you need local trash pickup with quality service at a fair price, call Red Dirt Waste Services today at 580.
One of 5 on the night, 54 yards, and the one big long reception there for Oscar Wren for that 54 yards there in that final drive as they tried to get down there and to score. And, of course, the one fumble from Purcell there in that first half that we still never figured out how Will Lawrence ended up with that ball.
Nope.
But somehow Will Lawrence ended up with a fumble recovery there in that first half as well. The Lindsay Leopards, 168 yards on the ground on 16 rush plays. And, again, these are unofficial. We're still getting into game mode here and trying to make sure we catch everything. And I know there's plays I miss and I don't get things written down. But my math tells me real quick that that's a little over, just a shade over 10 yards a play on the ground for the Leopards.
10.1.
So that's pretty good if you ask me. 160 yards on the ground, and Dutton Taylor and Isaac Cameron are having themselves a battle who's going to come out on top. And right now it's Isaac Cameron from that quarterback spot. He's got 5 carries, 81 yards tonight. Dutton Taylor with 8 carries, 80 yards, including a 16-yard touchdown run on the night from Dutton Taylor. And then a Crew Flood, 3 carries, 7 yards there in the first half. Receiving, Manny Aguero having himself a night as well. 5 catches, 103 yards, including a 39-yard touchdown catch that we missed completely getting on camera. But a big night so far for Aguero from the receiving spot. Cameron passing 6 of 10, 106 yards. He also had a 3-yard reception to Riker McCulley earlier in the game. But again, 6 of 10, 106 yards, and a touchdown for Isaac Cameron passing. With that, we'll go over and talk to Andrew about his defensive stats.
Defense for Purcell, leading tacklers, Deacon Dobbins, 4 tackles so far in this first half. Actually, Braylon Francis has the most with 5, Ty Toming with 3, and an absolute, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 other Dragons with 1. Yep. So spreading that around, we're going at them from all angles. They are allowing right at 10 yards per rush, right at 10 yards per pass, 274 yards allowed by the defense for Purcell, and right at 10 yards per play. So that's gashing them, and not fantastic defense. Penalties for Purcell, I've got them with 4 penalties, 20 yards, nothing too major right there. On the flip side, Leopards leading tacklers, Dutton Taylor with 5, Gus Torres with 4. But let me say, Gus Torres has been a man-child in the backfield tonight, just messing stuff up on some of these passes. You don't get credit for anything other than a hurry, which I don't typically record. But, man, he's just making them do things in the backfield they don't want to do. So major credit to him. Crew Flood with 2.5. And let's see, DeGaring and Cody Franklin with a pair. And big stat right there. You mentioned it already, Will Lawrence with the defensive takeaway. I don't know if we call that a fumble, we call that an interception, or we just call it a handoff. I don't know. But he came up with the pass, got the takeaway. Great job to him. Penalties, not a great story for the Leopards tonight. 9 penalties, 70 yards. Assessed on those penalties, 50 of those coming on the one drive, which ultimately resulted in a touchdown. So, anyway, really good job. It's, I mean, the defensive yardages, I mean, we've allowed a little bit less than half of what they'd allowed us to gain. So, gain. So the Leopards doing a much better job on defense tonight. Let's hope they can keep it up.
Oh, big time. 14-0, the Leopards with the lead over the Purcell Dragons here at halftime. We're going to send it back over to JD, take a timeout. Special guest, Superintendent Chuck Karp, is in the press box with us. We'll have a visit with him, talk about some of the things that have gone on during the summer and get the school year started here in Lindsay. So we'll do that right after this timeout here on KBLP Live.
If you need local trash pickup with quality service at a fair price, call Red Dirt Waste Services today at 580-432-5697. Red Dirt Waste Services is locally owned and operated, offering household, residential, and light commercial trash pickup in Lindsay and surrounding areas, including Ellick, Bradley, Bray Doyle, Cox City, Elmore City, and Foster. Red Dirt Waste Services does household cleanouts too, and they offer 96-gallon poly carts and dumpsters. Bagged, loose, or heavy items, doesn't matter, they'll come get it. Red Dirt Waste Services even offers valet service, so you don't even have to take your trash to the curb. Schedule your weekly pickup today by calling 580-432-5697. Stop paying more than you have to for quality, dependable, and locally owned trash pickup. Call Red Dirt Waste Services at 580-432-5697. That's 580-432-5697.
Welcome back here at halftime, 14-0. The Leopards on top of the Purcell Dragons, and we've been joined in the press box by former superintendent, retired superintendent, back as superintendent. Is that, I guess, accurate?
That's pretty accurate.
Pretty accurate.
Yes, just glad to be back now.
Chuck Karp back with us, and I know that there was a big bond issue that was probably passed down here. Was that last
Yeah, a year ago.
Today.
Yeah.
So a lot of work I know took place over the summer. Kind of fill us in on what's been going on up here over this past summer.
Well, we were able to actually start some of that bond work back in January on the auditorium. Completely gutted that thing, do a remodel, stripped it down, all the wires, brand new sound system, and it is. We just got the tutorial on that, on running the sound system this week. So looking forward to getting in there and having some productions, getting the taxpayers up here to enjoy some of what we're doing. But very proud of that auditorium.
Been seeing some pictures of it. It is absolutely fantastic inside there.
Yeah, sound's going to be second to none. The other big thing that the kids are really enjoying now is having most of the playground finished. And it, when we passed that bond issue, we allowed for enough money on that auditorium, the multi-sport activity center, and the playground to put up top-notch equipment in there. I call it a generational thing. Hopefully that'll be around, all the three of those things, for the next 30 to 50 years. And so we put top-notch stuff out there, premium. The playground is mostly completed. The kids are using it. The pre-K through second grade aspect of that on the south end is not quite done. We're going to need about 2 more weeks to get finished with that.
Fantastic. Well, it's a lot of stuff going on. What else do we have planned that's coming up? I know you're going to get the playground finished, and we got some other projects that'll be coming up that we can look forward to.
We have gone the last 4 years through most of the buildings and remodeled everything, and then got some help from the taxpayers with the bond issue to put up these new facilities to take care of that playground. So really putting the campus in excellent shape for a long time to come.
I tell you, and of course, my kids growing up here and graduating from here, but the facilities here all the way around have always been top notch. I think that's one of the things the school system here, and again, the taxpayers down here, you got to give them the credit.
Absolutely.
But they've always made sure things are taken care of down here.
Yes.
So,
fantastic community. I've been in several in administration and teaching, and I can say that Lindsay is just second to none with the support that they provide for the school.
Absolutely, and we see that as the radio station. We see it in the support they give us to bring you things like this.
Yes.
We get to do this because of them. So yeah, we've seen it for years and years, and we'll see it for years to come. But Mr. Karp, thank you for coming by and visiting with us, and welcome back.
Yeah, thank you, and thank you for having me.
All right.
Yeah.
So we'll be back again. Andrew will join us back, and we'll talk some scores, see what's going on around the area, and bring you in on that and get you ready for the second half right after this timeout here on KBLP Live.
At Rural Electric Cooperative, we're committed to providing electric power and opportunity to the many areas our members call home. That includes supporting youth programs that teach life skills and build character. With REC, you're more than a customer, you're a member owner. And that's why we're always working hard to provide you with the most dependable electric power possible. As a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, REC is dedicated to providing the best service possible and supporting the communities in our service area.
Do you have your Oklahoma medical marijuana card, or do you need your card? Rusty's can help you with that. We are your local vape shop and dispensary with more than 6 years of service as a modern smoke shop. Rusty's is located 1 block north of Cherokee Street at 204 Northwest 4th Street in Lindsay, and half a mile east of I-35 at 2401 West Grant Street in Pauls Valley. Get your stash at Rusty's.
The Shopper News Note isn't just another paper. The Shopper News Note is a weekly publication that arrives in your mailbox every Wednesday for free. The Shopper offers free Shopper Topper advertisements as well as news notes and classifieds. And everyone at the Shopper wishes the Lindsay Leopards good luck this season. Go Leopards!
Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes all the best during this season. When in need of a valve repair, come by Sooner Valve Repair at 106 Southwest 9th Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, or call 405-756-1599. Good luck, Leopards, from Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay.
For all your oil-filled electrical needs, call Michael Sharrock with SOS Electrical. SOS is a family-owned business that specializes in oil-filled, industrial, and commercial electrical construction and maintenance. No job is too big, no job is too small. Give SOS a call at 1-405-428-1944 today. Good luck, Leopards! The team at Streamline Services contributes a great deal of their success to hard work, experience, and above all, a positive health and safety protocol. There is every reason they should be your next phone call for any of your oil and gas swabbing needs. Give Austin Smith a call today at 1-405-756-7763 to see how Streamline Services can help with your project while ensuring safety and professionalism without sacrificing quality work being done. Everyone at Streamline Services wishes the best of luck to everyone at Lindsay Public Schools this year. Go Leopards! Are you tired of doing laundry? Give Sunshine Suds a call and let them do it for you. Sunshine Suds will wash and fold your clothes, and they also offer dry cleaning. Sunshine Suds also does quilting and alterations. Load up that laundry basket and head to Sunshine Suds, located at 107 Southwest 2nd Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, or give them a call at 405-756-2850.
Tonight's broadcast of Lindsay Leopard Football brought to you in part by the Super C Mart, your hometown grocery store, offering everything you need to feed the family, including fresh produce and choice meats. Good luck to the Lindsay Leopard football team from your fans at the Super C Mart.
El Unico Taco Truck is ready to curb your hunger. The traveling taco truck has locations in Lindsay and Blanchard and is available for catering services. You can contact El Unico to book your next event at 405-760-0821. El Unico enjoys supporting all of our leopards with their Taco Tuesdays. Reach out to El Unico for your next event.
T&W Tire is a family-owned, full-service commercial tire company. As a leader in auto repair, T&W is more than just tires. Our highly qualified mechanics can get you back on the road no matter what you drive. We also specialize in serving the tire needs of commercial fleets, oil and gas, construction equipment, and a variety of industrial applications. So for your automotive needs, look no further than T&W Tire, located at 410 Southeast 4th in Lindsay, Oklahoma, or look up one of our many locations on tnwtire.com.
Back here at halftime, we'll quickly run through our area teams as they play tonight and get you some of these scores in before we start this third quarter. We'll start in Class 5A. Tuttle is hosting Newcastle tonight, and Tuttle has a 28-7 lead in the third at last report in that one. Blanchard hosting Noble tonight, and it is all Blanchard, 31-7 in the third of that one. Class 4A, Marlowe and Chickasha, and Marlowe with a big lead, 34-0 over Chickasha, that in the fourth quarter. Pauls Valley is at Davis, and Davis has a 27-0 lead over Pauls Valley there in Davis. Drop down to Class 2A, and, of course, our game here, 14-0 Leopards on top. Washington Sulphur, we talked about that one's going to be a good one. It is 13-7 Washington. That game is in the fourth quarter, so we'll keep up with that one for you. Minko hosting Dibble tonight, and it's 12-6 Dibble in the third quarter of that one. Little Axe leads Elmore City Purnell 20-13. Wynnewood up on Comanche 17-6 that game at halftime. Stratford leads Wayne 21-0 that game also at halftime. And then Ellick is up on Maud 44-6. And I did not get the Mountain View Godebo Maysville score.
I didn't either. I'll see if I can look that up right quick for you.
But we'll get again, our area teams there, as the teams are just about ready to get the third quarter underway. Greg Peary, Andrew Lyon here on a windy and could be coming up possibly rainy Friday night. And the Mountain View Godebo up big on Maysville, 52-6. And that is a final score on that game, as that one was probably mercy rule.
That's a mercy rule.
Yep. So, again, that is your area scores here at halftime. And this will bring the end of our halftime show, the American Exchange Bank halftime show, and, of course, our halftime stats brought to you by Grow and Behold Landscaping. Whether it's residential mowing and pest control or commercial landscaping, when it grows up, they show up. And don't forget, if you call for your free quote, make sure you mention KBLP. They'll also give you a 5% discount on your first service. So, again, a big thank you to Grow and Behold Landscaping, bringing you your halftime stats here on KBLP Live. Again, the Leopards won the coin toss and opted to receive to start the ball game, so the Leopards will have to kick it away to Purcell here to start the third quarter. And as always, it's interesting to me, Andrew, when we get to these games, especially games like this, now it comes down to what adjustments the coaches made at halftime.
That's right, and I tell you what, I love the 14-0 lead right here. But we've been here before,
yes.
And Purcell has found a way to crawl back in the games, and ultimately the last couple of years wound up on top. So I like the way we're playing defense. We're handling the dive. We've given up a couple of big plays. They're going to get you a few times here and there. This is football. But we've kept them out of the end zone. We've come up with stops. We've come up with takeaways. I love the way they're playing with enthusiasm. Coach is jacked up. The players are jacked up. And I like the way it's going right now. Let's hope we can keep it up.
Tug Fott has it teed up for the Leopards. Cooper Selman back deep, and this one is off the side of the foot and taken out of bounds. And it'll be out before the Leopards can get it recovered over there. So it'll be Purcell football in great field position because of that bad kick, and they're going to be at their own 47-yard line.
Well, we're going to give them great field position, like you said. We're just going to have to keep up that great defense that we've been doing. I sure hate to give them a short field like this, but didn't work out the way it was planned, and here we are.
Wren will go wide right. They'll stay with more or less a tight end left. They'll stay with that broken flex bone with Dobbins under center. Francis in the tailback. They'll give it to him on the dive, and he's wrapped up as soon as he grabbed the ball.
Torres and Flood immediately there in the backfield. We've got the football.
Let's see if they're going to give it to us, or nope, they're saying he's down.
I guess they blew the whistle.
Yeah, the official on this side is pointing down. So they're going to say he was down, and they'll give – where are they going to spot the ball? No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10 at the 47. Rain threatening to move in on us here. Dobbins under center, 2nd and 10. Purcell, they're on 47. Fakes it, runs the option left, and there is some room over there for Cooper Selman, and he's finally tracked down on the far sideline, but he's into Leopard territory and likely has a first down. He does. It's going to be, looks like at the Leopard 40-yard line. 13 yards on that one for Cooper Selman.
Once again, the dive player was immediately hit. Unfortunately, the pitch player with some room out there. Dutton Taylor finally got a hand on him. And he's still down, by the way, out there, so we hope he's not banged up too bad.
Yeah. I hope that's just a cramp.
I hope so, too.
He's trying to get up.
He was flying to the football. I think that's what he's got going there. I hope it's not that groin, once again, that he's had some trouble with, but he's jogging across, so I'm betting he's okay.
He will have to check out for a play, but 1st and 10 Purcell, they are in Leopard territory at the 40-yard line. And, again, the Leopard defense would really love to come up with some stop right here and not let Purcell get back in the ballgame here on this first drive of the second half. Wren is split wide left. And they'll stay with that flex bone and a tight end left. Dobbins under center. Selman in motion. The option, nope, that time right up the middle. The dive play again stuffed.
Shoved him back.
The pile got pushed forward to about the 36, so they're going to give him 4, but.
Dennis DeGehring there bending a little and ultimately turning the tide.
So 2nd down and 6. The ball at the Leopard 36-yard line. And again, that was just bodies pushing forward on that one is all that resulted in the gain they got there. This time it's the quarterback keeper Dobbins. Got to the edge, spin move. He's going to end up with the first down as he'll get across the 30. And looks like just shy of the 25 at the 26-yard line. He'll pick up 10. A spin move got him out of a grasp and gave him the extra yardage. Kevin reports from the top of the press box, and we've got just a real fine mist falling right now. And got to maybe start worrying about the ball becoming slick here. Same formation for the Dragons with Dobbins under center. Back to pass, looking over the middle. And his receiver,
well defended.
Wren, was there. The ball thrown behind him gave the Leopards a chance. And is that Cameron that was in coverage?
It was Cameron. And I thought the receiver had a step or two on him. I thought we might have been cooked right there, but Cameron caught back up, extended a hand, knocked that ball down. Great defense.
I think if Dobbins might have put that out a little more in front of Wren, that might have been 6. But, again, great play there from Cameron. 2nd and 10, Purcell at the Leopard 26-yard line. Dobbins under center. Selman in motion. And a dive play up the middle is stuffed again.
It was absolutely stuffed. Dennis DeGehring stuck one arm out there and wrapped him up one-handed. Nice job, Dennis. I think I said DeGehring again. I meant Deggering.
Deggering. 3rd down, and we'll call it 9. They gave him a yard to the 25-yard line. Clock runs, 9:18 left to go here in the third. Leopards still with a 14-0 lead, and it's 3rd and 9 for Purcell at the Leopard 25. Wide receiver either side. Dobbins under center. And the option play, the pitch.
Pitched.
The Leopards come up with it. Yes, the scoop.
Got it. He's on his feet.
And he's going to take it the other way.
That's Flood, I think.
It is Crew Flood with the scoop and score. Hang on. We've got a flag back here at the 40.
Down here. What's going on?
Let's hope that this is something on Purcell. The officials discuss it here. Let's see what they're going to call. So we still wait for them to confer here. Then we'll go talk to the white hat. Let's see if this is a touchdown or are they bringing it back. Leopards trying to hang in there and hear what the call's going to be.
Well, let's hope at least it was something after the fumble. Maybe they bring it back, but it's still our ball.
The officials taking a long time to talk about this.
They sure are. Well, you need to get this one right.
Yes. This is a huge play right here because that puts the Leopards up 20-0 if it stands. Like I said, at least you hope even if it's a penalty on the Leopards, you hope it at least comes after we've got the fumble.
Right.
We wanted to go back and try to get a replay there, but we've let too much time pass. Can't get back to it now. Here comes the white hat. Let's see what the call is. Dead ball.
Targeting.
Penalties offset. Touchdown.
Okay.
You got a targeting on both teams, and you offset it, and it's a touchdown. So what do you call that? A 75-yard scoop and score?
Something like
for Crew
that.
Flood. $20-0 Lindsay with the extra point attempt to come. 9:03 left to go here in the third quarter. And the Leopards now will put Will Lawrence back out there, see if he can kick an extra point here. His first one was off wide right. The Leopards went for 2 on their second touchdown to make it 14. So now they'll go back and try this to try to make it 21. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up and partially blocked. Said it will be no good. 9:03 left in the third. The Leopards score on the defensive side of the ball to make it 20-0 here in the third quarter. Well, over to JD. We'll take a timeout. We're back with more live coverage of Leopard football presented by the American Exchange Bank on KBLP Live.
American Exchange Bank, right here in Lindsay, is a locally owned and operated community bank that believes in just that. You, a community of fellow Leopards. We love our customers. We feel very grateful for each one. So if you are looking for a safe place to put your money, need help achieving that next dream project, or are simply looking for a different banking experience, give us a call at 405-756-3101. We look forward to serving you each day. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
We're laughing in here as Coach Sean Lowry's running the scoreboard, and the scoreboard's been having issues all night, and the scoreboard still says it's 14-0, and we're telling him, hey, it's 20-0. It's not like he's not trying.
He's well aware.
He is over there doing everything he possibly can to try to get that scoreboard to be right, and it is not cooperating at all.
Yeah, now he knows what we were feeling like a week ago.
Exactly. No kidding. I mean, we did everything in our power last week and could not make anything work. And the scoreboard, I think, is stuck. The time doesn't work. The score isn't working. And I now think, this got a ref running off the field. And I think what he's probably doing is I saw the white hat point toward the field. I think they're going to start keeping the time on the field.
He may have to go get a watch.
Go get a watch to keep it up. So.
And
I hate doing
we're working on a reboot on the scoreboard here, so maybe it'll be ready momentarily.
But what I hate about doing that is we don't ever know how much time's left on anything. It makes it tough for us to keep up with if it's not on the scoreboard. So We'll wait for the official to come back with his timekeeping apparatus and get you back to the ball game here. Again, it's 20-0 Leopards with what the scoreboard says is 9:03 left. There actually may be less time than that left. We just don't know yet. But
so it looks like
while we do that, let's see if we can go check in on some scores maybe as the official does head back out on the field. And we'll go check in on some Washington maybe. And now Sulphur is up on Washington 21-13 as they just started the fourth quarter there in Sulphur. So we'll keep up with that one. Official is back. They are desperately trying to get the scoreboard rebooted, but Tuck Fott will tee it up for the Leopards. Cooper Selman is back deep for Purcell along with Cash Cook and Braylon Francis. Let's see if Fott can get one to go downfield this time instead of off the side of his foot out of bounds. And the white hat says we're ready. And nice line drive, knuckleball. And actually, that is not to Francis. That is number 25, Carlos Lara, who picked that up.
Big hit.
He got knocked backwards just as he crosses the 25. Man, we're going to have flags late. And,
my goodness.
Leopards may get hit with another big one right here. Get a big stop them back inside their own 30 at the 20, looked like probably the 27-yard line, but now you're going to probably tack 15 onto that from a late hit and move them out to the 40-yard line. So Aiden Beck might have been the one that got flagged with that, but they'll move the ball out to the 44-yard line. 1st and 10, Purcell. Again, you give them good field position. Now, that last drive started at their own 47. This one starts at their own 44. And, again, I'm going to guess at the time it says 9:03 on the JD's going to try to keep up with some time here and try to keep up with it if I can. Dobbins under center. Selman in motion. The dive right up the middle and
nothing
nowhere. There. 3 black shirts. And Francis goes nowhere.
That was Snow back in the game. Didn't realize he had slipped in.
I did not either.
He sat the first half, and
Caleb Snow says,
nice introduction back into the football game.
I want to be in here. Watch this. They gave him a yard to the 45. 2nd down and 9. Again, the dive play. This time he breaks through, and they'll get near 1st down yardage in Leopard territory at the 46-yard line, and they're going to give him the 1st down.
Tackle there by Gus Torres. They had me completely fooled there. I thought they were headed toward the far side of the field.
9 yards and a 1st down that time for Francis. Again, the 2 wides. Flex bone, Dobbins under center with Francis at the back. Selman in motion, back to pass. Dobbins looking for Wren. Now he throws out the flat. Nearly picked off by Aguero. He was actually on the wheel route out here for Selman, and Aguero played that perfectly and nearly had an interception right there.
Well played.
.740 left here in the third. 20-0 Leopards. And now Purcell faces a 2nd down and 10 at the Leopard 46. Wide receiver left. Someone in motion. And the dive play again, and the pile just being pushed forward. And well short of a 1st down. He will get to the 40. That's 6 yards that time for Francis. But it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 4. Snow checks back into the ball game. Torres, Dutton coming back out. As Taylor looks like he may have a cramp again. Thought will replace him. See if the Leopards can come up with a big stop here. The scoreboard finally did go off. Let's see, maybe they get it back up and running here. Wide receiver either side for Dobbins under center. The option play, and Dobbins is stopped. No gain on the play, and the Leopards have forced it to a 4th down.
And that was Will Lawrence coming in from the outside linebacker on the far side, blowing that one up. Nice job.
No gain on the play for Dobbins, and now you know this is 4-down territory for Purcell. They're on the Leopard side of the 50, and they're down by 20. Glorious is now wide left. Ran wide right. Dobbins under center, 4th and 4. The option play. And Selman gets the 1st down up the sideline, gets stood up shy of the 30-yard line. But he'll have a 1st down, and hang on. They're moving the ball to the 35-yard line. So we'll pick up a 5, but 1st and 10. Under center, Dobbins. Wide receiver either side. And Selman, it's Cook in motion. And again, right up the middle, Francis, and nothing.
Cody Franklin, brick wall.
Give him a yard to the 34. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 9. And Dobbins took a shot. I don't know who that was. Drove him to the ground after he handed that ball off to Francis. They do have the clock back on, and they show 7:08. Let's see if that's.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, they're
think
it's still not right. The dive play again, and nothing there. The Leopard defense is coming up huge.
Strong. Looked like Scott Jones in there, who came in at the inside linebacker, laying the hit, along with Cody. I believe that was Cody Franklin.
No gain on the play. It is 3rd down and 9. Wide receiver again either side. Now they'll go twins right, single receiver left. Dobbins under center. Back to pass, looking to his right. Receiver falls down. Now trying to make something happen. Wren got back up and was running across the middle of the field. Holden Thornburg was right there with him, and the pass is way off the mark. It's going to bring up a 4th down on the incompletion. And it's 4th and 9. Saw them go for it earlier. You know they'll go for it again here. Gloria stays wide left. Wren is wide right. They'll go back to the 2-back set with the flex bone. Dobbins under center. And run the option, the pitch, way off the mark. Selman had to go back and grab it. The Leopards forced the turnover on downs on a bad pitch. They'll have the ball back. Great field position, and we'll see where they actually spot it. Looks like around the 43-yard line. So JD says, based on his clock, we've got about 4:15 left here in the 3rd. The clock is reset to say 4:46, so we'll see if that's what they're going to stick with. But the Leopards have it back as they forced, again, the bad pitch. And they'll have it at their own 40, well, looks like at the 41-yard line maybe. And that's where they do put it. Well, that was a loss of 7 on the play there for Selman on the bad pitch. So the Leopards come out. Cameron is screaming, we need somebody out here, and Torres is going to run out. Taylor is back in there. Looks like he may have the cramp under control. Torres is going to line up slot right. They're going to run with the 2 slots now with Fott in there as well. Taylor over the right side, tries to break it out, and he'll get good yardage out to the 46, 47. See where they spotted here. Actually going to give him all the way out to the 44-yard line. I was thinking 46. I was thinking 41, 42. I get my yardage mark here. Pick up a 3, 2nd down and 7. Taylor jet sweep left, trying to cut up inside. Gets to the 50, the 45, the 40, and down at the 36 of Purcell.
Great run.
Huge run.
Great run there, Mr. Taylor. I even felt like he was a little bit sluggish like that, was trying to cramp back up on him, and he turned the corner and accelerated. Very
21 yards all the way to the 35-yard line of Purcell. That'll put him well over 100 yards for the night. And we have a timeout. Nope, we got a flag. Hang on. There's a flag on the far side of the field over there.
Oh, man.
And it's laying right where the line of scrimmage is. They'd already moved the sticks. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike, on the Dragons.
Okay.
So let's move the ball from the 35 and all the way to the 20-yard line. And I don't know, being on that far sideline, it almost makes you wonder if that wasn't somebody on the sideline of the Dragons.
That's
over
what
there.
I was wondering.
The Leopards now have it first and 10 at the Purcell
there.
20. Yeah. And Leopards might have got by with one there, but Aguero's got a huge hole. Look at he's at the 10.
He's gone.
He's at the 5
There's
touchdown,
flags.
but there are flags.
I hope that's not face mask on Manny. When he stuck his hand out, I couldn't see where it was, but right when he put that hand out, they threw him.
Right at the 10-yard line.
They wave it off.
So let's see what we get here. Trying to find the white hat. There he is, and they're backing up. And they're going to put the ball back at the 20-yard line. What have we got? It's a hold on the Leopards. Man. So basically that play never happened. We're right back to 1st and 10 at the 20 after a 10-yard penalty.
Now I got to erase stuff.
And this time it's a quick out, and Aguero can't come up with the catch. Second down and 10 now for the Leopards. That hurts when you had that big of a play and it ends up coming back.
Yeah, for sure.
Curry back in at wide receiver. Eli will line up wide left along with Aguero and Lawrence. Thought is the lone receiver right. Taylor the lone setback. Cameron to Taylor. Cuts up inside. He's at the 15. He gets a block from Curry at the 10. He's at the 5. Touchdown! Dutton Taylor, 20 yards out. And I want to give Eli Curry the block of the day for that one because he actually had a huge block right down there, and Taylor cut right in behind him and took it to the house.
I think we're going to get another look at this one right here.
Dutton Taylor with the 20-yard touchdown run.
Well, it looks like we went back a little bit too far on the replay there. Let's catch the
going for 2 here.
The conversion here.
Taylor to the left of Cameron. Bunch formation either side for the receivers. And give it to Aguero, and there's nowhere for him to go. Actually, that was Curry that was trying to come away with that one. So according to the official clock, 3:36 left to go in the third quarter, and the Leopards have opened it up to a 26-0 lead over the Purcell Dragons.
I'm getting a little bit more comfortable with that.
I'm not comfortable till the last second ticks off this clock. Purcell has done it to us too many times. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back after this. This is live coverage of Leopard football presented by the American Exchange Bank on KBLP Live.
Asher Oilfield Services. Success starts here. We have decades of experience and consistently exceed our customers' expectations. Contact us for all your flowback needs. Check us out on the web at asheroilfield.com.
If you find yourself in Chickasha, Oklahoma, stop by Legends Pub House and Venue for lunch or supper. Legends also brings you some of the best concerts around. Everyone at Legends would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards good luck this football season. Go Leopards!
Leopards have opened this one up 26-0 on top of Purcell. 3:36 left to go in the third quarter. Thought has it teed up for the Leopards. Another line drive kick. This one taken by Selman at the 20. Gets to the 30, looks to cut back, gets across the field to the 35, and they'll be brought down there. And I think that's Eli Curry.
Eli Curry, yes,
on the stop there. So Purcell will take over, trying to figure out how to get through this Leopard defense, and they have not figured it out yet because this Leopard defense has just been huge tonight.
Absolutely. Great run defense, particularly from the interior. DeGaring, Snow when he was in, Franklin, all doing a great job inside. Those inside linebackers playing hard, sticking folks. And you can tell just by looking at them down there, the way they're carrying themselves, they are jacked up.
Well, number 73, Gabe Jordan, is in there at nose guard for the Leopards now.
I see that.
Dobbins under center. Wide receiver either side. In motion, Selman. And they do the reverse.
Uh-oh.
Look out. Here comes Carter. Carter Bennett down the sideline. Gets caught from behind. Will Lawrence with the speed to catch up with Carter Bennett, but there's the guy that sneaks from the far side across the backside of that offensive line, and he went all the way down to Leopard territory at, let's see where they're going to spot him, at the 42-yard line.
Yeah, tricky little play there. That typically the reverse is deeper in the backfield. That reverse happened right behind the offensive line, and you're behind 6'4", 290-pound Dylan Smith down there, and he was just too hard to see.
So 1st and 10, the Leopard 42 now for the Dragons. Back to pass. Looking for Wren. They've got him double covered, and they overthrew him. Thornburg was back there in coverage, and now it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10.
We're getting a little bit lucky on some of these passes here tonight. The quarterback just leading the receiver a bit too much, but he's in position to make those catches, so we need to tighten up that secondary just a little bit.
Glorious is split wide left. Wren is wide right. Cook slot left. Selman is slot right. They've got Francis back in the back at fullback. Dobbins under center. 2nd and 10, Leopard 42. This time Dobbins around the right side. Breaks across. Gets down to the 30. And he's going to have a 1st down, looks like, at the 31-yard line.
He is shifty.
Picks up 11 yards to get that 1st down.
That was Eli Curry and Gus Torres combining there.
So Purcell trying to get something going here with 2:50 and the clock running here in the third quarter. Trail 26-0 to the Leopards. Dobbins under center again with a wide receiver either side. Flex bone. And right up the middle again with nowhere to go for Balin Francis.
And I believe that is number 64, Quade Robbins, in there at the nose tackle. I didn't see him check in. He was in on that tackle.
1 yard on the gain for Francis. I've written a lot of 1s and 0s for him. He's carried the ball 15 times, but not much. 2nd down 9 at the Leopard 30. Same formation with Dobbins under center. Dobbins back to pass. He's looking. He's over the middle. And again, had the receiver there was Cook coming out of the backfield. And pass off the mark is incomplete. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 9. Stops the clock with 1:55 left in the third. Dobbins is 0 for 5 passing here in the second half. Was just 1 for 5 in the first half.
Yeah, and he's so close to connecting some of those. I feel like he's just a few inches out front of these receivers. If he gets that dialed in, it's trouble.
Yes. 3rd down and 9. Selman in motion. Pitch it to him. Jet sweep left. Leopards shut him down. And no gain on the play. And lost a yard.
Let's see who that was out there. I think that was
Gus was out there.
Well, that safety that came up, was that Eli?
Eli Curry.
Safety came up playing the alley there. Once again, turning that play back inside where you have help. If you don't turn that back inside and he's able to get to the sideline, then you don't have Torres there to help you. So that's a good job. Well played.
No gain. 4th down 9. Purcell goes for it. Dobbins is back to pass again, flushed out of the pocket, rolling to his right, still looking downfield, and tried to just dump it off underneath to Selman, and Dutton Taylor was right there to knock it away. The Leopards force another turnover on downs, and they'll get the ball back with 1:07 left to go here in the third quarter.
Flood had a beat on that quarterback right there, just chasing him down, and once he let that go, he took a little shot there. Dutton stuck a hand in, knocked it down. That was a great job, both linebackers there.
So Leopards get the ball back, their own 30-yard line. Again, just 1:07 left to go here in the third quarter. You know they'd love to take this down and put another one on the board.
You betcha.
Then
you're going to
start getting a little more comfortable. Until then, I'm not comfortable.
I don't blame you.
Fott and McCulley will go wide right. Aguero and Lawrence are wide left. Flood in the backfield. Pistol formation for Cameron, and we're going to have a timeout called by the Dragons. Let's take it with them. 1:07 left in the third, 26-0 Leopards. We're back after this. This is live coverage of Leopard football. It's presented by the American Exchange Bank here on KBLP Live.
For all your construction needs, give Brad Taylor a call with B&S Construction at 1-405-428-0039. B&S Construction specializes in concrete pads, sidewalks, and metal buildings of all sizes. Call Brad today for a free estimate. The crew at B&S Construction would like to wish the Leopards a safe and successful season. Go Lindsay!
Shortstop offers gas, snacks, ice cream, pizza, subs, wings, and the coldest drinks in town. Everyone at Jake's Shortstop says good luck to the Lindsay Leopards this football.
Aguero in motion. Left to right, handed off to Flood up the middle, and not much there for Crew Flood that time. He gets across the 30 to the 31. Picks up a yard. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 9.
Tackle there was, I got to flip my list over here. I'm still on Lindsay. That was number 59, Kanan Haynes.
Again, twins either side. Cameron from the shotgun. Flood jet sweep right, breaks it up inside, stumbles across.
Good little run.
Gives the Leopards a manageable 3rd down here as he gets to the 39-yard line, picks up 8 yards and makes it a 3rd and 1. And that should be the final play of the third quarter as the play clock is at 20 and the game clock at 15. So the Leopards will head to the fourth quarter with a 26-0 lead over the Purcell Dragons. We'll flip sides of the field. We'll come back with the final quarter of this one right after this. This is live coverage of Leopard football presented by the American Exchange Bank here on KBLP Live.
This is Dr. Matt Shelton with Lindsay Family Dentistry. I'm a 1997 graduate of Lindsay High School and have been practicing dentistry in Lindsay since 2006. We welcome you to come by our dental practice so we can help you and your family with all your dental needs. We We offer dental services for everyone at every age, from braces to aligners to crowns, bridges, dentures, and implants. Give us a call today at 405-756-4093 or stop by at 102 Southwest 7th Street and let us give you the healthy, beautiful smile you've always dreamed of.
The Shopper News Note isn't just another paper. The Shopper News Note is a weekly publication that arrives in your mailbox every Wednesday for free. The Shopper offers free Shopper Topper advertisements as well as news notes and classifieds. And everyone at the Shopper wishes the Lindsay Leopards good luck this season. Go Leopards!
Back to start the fourth quarter, give you a scoring update. Washington and Sulphur. Sulphur with a 28-19 lead on the Washington Warriors right now. They still show that early in the fourth. I have a feeling that's probably off, but Leopards back, have a 3rd and 1. Under center Cameron, the quarterback sneak, the push gets him easily. In fact, he gets all the way out to midfield.
My goodness.
Did a quarterback sneak and got 11, 12 yards. Got all the way down to the Dragon 49-yard line.
I thought it was a little bit odd to run a sneak right there and get 2 or 3 yards, but
they get 12.
Got a chunk. I'd do that again.
Absolutely. Cameron, Flood in the backfield and give it to Flood. Jet sweep left, looking for a lane to cut up, and there really wasn't much there. Might have got a yard to the Purcell 48. Bring up a 2nd down and 9. More importantly, run the ball, keep that clock moving.
Yes, sir.
Scott Jones checks out of the ball game. Leopards stay with Fott and Torres as slot backs. Wide receiver either side, pistol formation this time. And again, give it to Flood. Jet sweep right, got a huge block on the edge. He's at the 40, the 35, still on his feet across the 30 before he is run out at the 30 to 29-yard line of Purcell. 19 yards on that one for Crew Flood.
Yeah, great play there. Nothing fancy. Just get out to the sideline, turn it up, and get what you can. Finally brought down there by number 2. That's Ethan Colburn.
Again, the pistol formation. Cameron. Flood right up the middle. Got wrapped up in the backfield, and he does manage to get forward for a yard, maybe 2. Looks like they'll just give him a yard to the 28, but that one had him. Somebody got a hold of him just as he got the ball.
Yep, somebody came flying in there. I didn't catch the number on that. Got one arm across the leg there. Tripped him up enough to slow him down. I think Big Dylan Smith was a part of that.
2nd down and 9. Aguero checks back in. He'll be split left along with Lawrence. Fott and McCauley are split right. And flags, and we're going to have a false start on the Leopards.
False start.
I think that's the first penalty they've had here in the second half after having so many there in that first half. Back the ball up to the 33, excuse me. Now it's 2nd down and 14. Again, Lawrence and Aguero split left. McCulley will join them there. Fott is the lone receiver right. Flood in the backfield. Cameron calls for it. And looking for the wide receiver screen. Now flips it out to Aguero. He's got a 1st down and more. As he gets to the 19. I thought he had a whole lot more in front of him than that. But give him the 1st down at the 19. Pick up a 14 on that pass play. Aguero had 103 yards receiving in that first half.
Yeah, great job right there. I thought it might have been a little bit of a bust. Cameron was under pressure there initially and sprinted out to his left. Got rid of that thing out to Aguero. Nice yards after catch.
Twins either side. Cameron from the shotgun. Flood to his right. And we'll have a timeout called by the Leopards. 9:05 left to go in the ball game. They lead 26-0, but they've got the ball with a 1st and 10 at the Purcell 19-yard line when we come back after this. This is Leopard Football. It is presented by the American Exchange Bank here on KBLP Live.
Life is loud, chaotic, hilarious, and occasionally peaceful. Your life fits you, so why settle for life insurance that fits someone else? At Shelter Insurance, our local agents help you design a personal protection plan backed by award-winning customer service. We're your shield. We're your shelter. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Find the award-winning service you need with Caleb Smith in Lindsay.
Tonight's broadcast of Lindsay Leopard Football brought to you in part by the Super C Mart, your hometown grocery store, offering everything you need to feed the family, including fresh produce and choice meats. Good luck to the Lindsay Leopard Football team from your fans at the Super C Mart.
Out of the timeout, 1st and 10 Leopards at the Purcell 19-yard line. Cameron on the keeper, throws that in the flat, and McCauley just can't come up with it. Cameron under pressure as he threw that. Didn't get the greatest throw out there from McCauley. Did his best, but it'll fall incomplete.
Yeah, that's tough reaching down there between your legs trying to pick that up off the ground.
Stops the clock with exactly 9 minutes left in the ball game. Leopards hanging on to a 26-0 lead. Lawrence will split left. Fott and Aguero are split right. Torres has checked back in. He'll line up slot right. And Flood will be behind Cameron in the pistol. Low snap. Cameron breaks away from a tackle. He's got some room on the edge. Look out. He's at the 10. He's at the 5. He dives. No
they
signal.
got him out of bounds.
Out of bounds. That snap on the ground, and he had to avoid a guy in the backfield and managed to do that, and he got it all the way down, looks like at the 5.
Yeah, great job. I was saying, uh-oh. I thought he was in trouble there, and off he went. Fantastic leap there to try to get across the pylon there, but looks like he had a foot out of bounds.
Just inside the 5-yard line. We'll call it 1st and goal at the 5. Again, the pistol formation. Flood behind Cameron. Low snap again, and the same busted play again. This time he's not going to be so lucky. They'll drop him for a loss. And there's confusion there. He's turning one way, looking like he wants to hand the ball off, and there's nobody there.
Yep, somebody went the wrong direction.
Loss of 2 back to the 7, so 1st and goal from the 7 now. Cameron from the pistol. This time gets a good snap. Flood, jet sweep right, cuts up inside. Touchdown. Hang on. We got a flag in the backfield. We got a hold on the Leopards.
I think that's going to be back here in the area of Gmo. I don't know if it was him, but.
So Crew Flood did a nice job, really, of cutting through the defense on the cutback lane and got into the end zone. And unfortunately, because of a flag at the 10, it's going to get moved back even further. So the Leopards have a bad snap and busted play, lose a couple on 1st and goal from the 5, end up with a 1st and goal or 2nd and goal from the 7.
Man, that's tough. And it looked like the hold was on the backside there, and that block was really of no consequence by the time it occurred. So just a waste right there.
Now we're back at the 16. And number 16 is not going anywhere. In fact, he's going to lose even more yardage back at the 20-yard line. Leopards are going the wrong way. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 20. The only good thing about this is all taking time off the clock.
Yep. That appeared to be number 58, Landon Clark there making a stop. That was a good play.
Leopards are going to go trips right with McCauley, Aguero, and Fott. Lawrence will be the lone receiver left. Flood stays in at running back with Cameron from the shotgun. 26-0, but it's now 3rd and goal from the 20. Cameron's back to pass. He's got time. Now has to step up in the pocket and now gets it away. It's caught. Got to get there. He's just short, or is he?
He's
touchdown.
in. Will
Lawrence with the touchdown catch.
So the referee put the hands halfway up and pulled them back down. And this line judge over here is on the –
He's on the 2.
He's on the 2, so I'm not sure what – looks like we're going to wind up the 2 here. Nope. He's putting it at the extra point position there, so –
yeah, we do have a leopard down in the end zone over there, so we need to check on an injured player here. But they are giving the Leopards the touchdown. 20 yards for Will Lawrence.
The judge on the far side over there didn't give us a real confident touchdown symbol there.
Yeah.
So wasn't sure.
And again, Cameron running for his life there and just happened to find Lawrence, and then Lawrence did a great job of getting to the end zone.
Man, that was just a fantastic heads-up play. His pocket protection started to collapse a little bit. He stepped up, had to avoid yet another tackle, stepped over to the left, found a target, and delivered. Man, that was just a great job. Is that Will Lawrence?
That is Lawrence, who's actually coming off under his own power, though. A little gimpy on that left leg.
Maybe a little turned ankle.
Yeah. But, hey, great job for Will Lawrence. That was his first catch tonight, and it was a 20-yard touchdown.
That was outstanding.
The Leopards will line up, looks like, to go for 2 here with a 32-0 lead. Aguero is split wide right. 2 backs. The backfield, there he is. Flood looking to get there. Did he? No, they're going to say he was out before he got there. Great effort back there by Flood as he tried to get to the corner, but just came up short. But with 7:09 left in the ballgame, the Leopards have blown this one out to a 32-0 lead over the Purcell Dragons. We'll take a timeout. We're back to Burford Field right after this. This is Leopard Football presented by the American Exchange Bank on KBLP Live.
Attention, Lindsay. Design It has a brand new home at 306 South Main, and we can't wait for you to see it. Step into our fresh new space and check out our latest spirit designs to cheer on your favorite local school teams. Whether you're looking for custom apparel, spirit gear, or unique designs that show your school pride, Design It has you covered. Come celebrate our new location today at 306 South Main Street in Lindsay, because at Design It, school spirit starts here.
If you find yourself in Chickasha, Oklahoma, stop by Legends Pub House and Venue for lunch or supper. Legends also brings you some of the best concerts around. Everyone at Legends would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards good luck this football season. Go Leopards!
It has been all Lindsay Leopards tonight. 32-0. They lead the Purcell Dragons. And a new kicker for the Leopards. And
Who do we have?
I can't tell.
32?
Is that I don't have a 32 on my roster,
either.
but that is looks like number 32. Not sure who that is, but try this out with a 32-0 lead. Not a bad kick, right up the middle of the field. It squirts past Carlos Lara, and he'll go back and recover it, but all the way back inside the 15 and
about
back near
11.
the 10-yard line. So it looked like about the 11. So not a bad kick there.
Well, I'd like to
know
give
who
the young man credit.
Don't have any idea who that is. We'll have to find out. I did get handed a.
Did we get a new roster today?
Yeah, I think we may have.
And there's no 32 on that one
Okay.
either. So
We'll have to
apologies to the young man and the young man's parents for not being able to call his name.
Dragon offense back out there. They'll have it 1st and 10, their own 11-yard line. Again, 7:06 left in the ball game. Dobbins the pitch back, and Carter Bennett running right gets a run out of bounds. Kevin said it during the timeout, and we talk about Leopards maybe faithful a little more comfortable with a 32-0 lead here. But You know this Leopard defense would love to leave that goose egg up on the scoreboard for Purcell.
You know it. I know a KBLP color man who would be awfully excited about it too.
Ball is spotted just across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Call it 2nd down and 6. Dive play right up the middle. Again, stuffed pretty well by that Leopard defense. That was number 10, Liam Cummings, on the carry. And he got to the 20-yard line. He'll pick up 4.
A little difficult for me to pick up the numbers on the far side over there to see who
call
made,
it 3rd down and
see who made that tackle.
Mark him at the 19. So we'll call it 3rd and 4. And this time Dobbins on the keeper, and his forward progress may get him close, but I think it's still going to be 4th down here. As he's going to come up about a yard short at the 21-yard line.
Caleb Snow checking in for Dennis Deggering at the defensive end on the far side there.
Wide receiver either side. Dobbins stays under center with that flex bone. And again, the dive play right up the middle and caught and thrown backwards. And was that
well defended? And if he'll turn around, I'll get the young man's number.
Was that Albright?
15,
15,
Maddox
Albright. I mean, he body slammed.
He certainly did. That's a youngster right there.
Cummings.
Freshman.
They did give him the 25-yard line, 1st down for Purcell. And they're going to try that reverse again. Cook's got room. Look out. He's got the edge. He's at the 50 and then dropped down in Leopard territory at the 48-yard line.
Ooh.
And that was the same big play that they had earlier. And they almost a reverse right there behind the line of scrimmage. And he gets all the way down to the 48-yard line.
And unless I'm mistaken, that was number 28, Aiden Self, coming in and saving that one right there, showing good speed. That's a freshman.
Clock runs with 4:10 left in the ball game. Broken bone. And the dive play right up the middle, and the stuffed at the 45-yard line. So pick up of 3. 2nd down and 7.
Franklin coming out. He made the tackle, and he's coming out holding his shoulder, too. He might have gotten a stinger or taken a shot right there in that shoulder.
Second down, 7. Dobbins under center. And he's going to just take it himself right up the middle. The pile pushes forward and gets him a 1st down. That was almost the Dragon version of the tush push in a sense.
Yep,
I mean, he
sure
just
was.
literally got behind him and everybody just drove forward, and he got all the way down to the, looks like the 37-yard line, picked up 8 yards. Clock runs as we hit 3 minutes to go in the ball game. Dobbins stays with that flex bone, a wide receiver to either side, under center. And they run that same play with Cook around the outside. Look out, he's got room, but he cannot get around that corner, and he's going to take him out of bounds over there, but not only gets the 1st down near the 20-yard line.
And that's 28, Aiden Self again on the tackle. Once again, a freshman. Several freshmen in the game right now doing a pretty good job.
They'll mark it at the 21-yard line. That's a pickup of 16 yards over there for Cook. 1st and 10, Purcell. 2:20 left. You know this Leopard defense would love to keep them out of the end zone right here. And the option play to the left, all kinds of room. There's a block. Wow. Where's the block in the back? Come on. Not that I'm saying that it was. We'd just like to have that call there because that was a pretty good play out there.
Yeah, it was.
Number 25, Carlos Lara on the carry. Gets the ball down inside the 10-yard line to make it 1st and goal for the Dragons. The ball at the 8.
And that was Doc Lively making the tackle right there. Another freshman. His daddy happens to be standing right behind me in the booth.
Dobbins under center. Cook in motion. Busted play. Dobbins just trying to make something happen, trying to get to the edge. And they're going to mark him out of bounds shy of the goal line at the 1. A minute 23 left. It'll be 2nd and goal at the 1, and the Leopards may not be able to keep him out here. I can see a quarterback sneak with Dobbins coming up right here to put it in the end zone for Purcell.
Yeah. Yeah, that's tough to let some points get on the board here. But, look, we're getting the freshmen in. They're getting some good playing time right here.
Yeah, when you're taking on the starters from Purcell here, well, that's
yep.
Dobbins under center, and exactly what I said, quarterback sneak, and he'll get the 1 yard easily.
I guess they want to get on the board here. I guess I can't blame them too bad, but maybe they'll run some subs in here for the rest of the game.
So Dobbins takes it in from 1 yard out. The only score on the board for the Dragons tonight. They do have a really good place kicker. I watched him warm up. He was hitting some close to 40-yarders in warm-ups, but this is number 12, Paul Glorious. Good snap. Hold a little bit shaky, and the kick looks like it is wide right.
Yeah.
It will not go through.
Yeah, look at those flags down there. That wind's blowing pretty hard out of the north right now.
Blew it right off. 32-6, Leopards with the lead. A minute 19 left to go in the ball game. We'll be back and hopefully finish off this final minute. And so a minute 19 seconds here pretty quick right after this timeout here on KBLP Live.
Too hot to mow? Too busy to mow? Don't sweat it. Grow and Behold Landscaping meets all your professional lawn care needs for residential and commercial properties. Licensed, insured, always dependable. Whether it's residential mowing and pest control or commercial landscaping. When it grows up, we show up. Call Grow and Behold Landscaping now for your free quote at 405-926-1492. Mention KBLP for a 5% discount on your first service. El Unico Taco Truck is ready to curb your hunger. The traveling taco truck has locations in Lindsay and Blanchard and is available for catering services. You can contact El Unico to book your next event at 405-760-0821. El Unico enjoys supporting all of our leopards with their Taco Tuesdays. Reach out to El Unico for your next event.
So the Purcell Dragons did finally manage to move against some of the subs on the Leopard defense and got it down and put it in the end zone. 32-6, the Leopards with the lead. And, again, a lot of substitutions coming here, even on the receiving team for the Leopards. And Albright is back deep for the Leopards along with, is that Brody Broussard that's back there with him, 25?
Yes,
nope.
26.
26. That's Easton Allison. Back deep. Glorious is set to tee it up for the Dragons. A minute 19 left in the ball game. The Leopards going to get out of here with a pretty big win on their home opener against one of their big rivals. This is a pretty good kick. Allison takes it at the 12. Looking for some place to go. Gets to the sideline, the 20, the 25. Good move. The 30. Still on his feet at the 35. Nice job.
Great return.
Easton Allison, the freshman, with a nice return.
Outstanding.
Did a great job of avoiding their tacklers and getting out and staying in bounds as well. And he'll get all the way out to the 37-yard line.
A lot of starters in the game for Purcell at the moment.
Kind of makes you wonder if the Leopards will just do some safe, quick handoffs and.
Yeah, we'll let this young squad get out there and run some plays, I'm sure.
And it looks like the starters are out there is what I'm seeing here, and it is. They're going to put the starters out there, so I'm wondering if they're not going to just line up and maybe try to take a knee.
Yeah, maybe.
Again, the ball at the Leopard 38-yard line, and they're going to line up in what I would say is a victory formation.
A little confusion.
Yep, a whole lot of confusion here. And Gmo was in, and now he's out, and now we're going to have a 5-yard penalty and move the ball back to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, might as well get one more of those before the
why
clock
not?
ticks down.
But, yes, the Leopards look like they're just going to snap the ball, take a knee here. Run off this final minute and 8 seconds. Cameron does take a knee.
It'll have to be one more.
Well, unless Purcell decides they want to use 2 more timeouts here, we go under a minute to go.
Surely they'll let us play this one out.
You would think, down 32-6. So they will do this one more time and may have to do it twice. We'll see when they do the set for play here.
Okay, I thought they went 40 seconds.
And there's the knee.
Yeah.
And that should do it. The Lindsay Leopards start the season 2-0, and with the non-district games that the Leopards have to play every season because they like to play those 3A schools, to go play Purcell, to go play Pauls Valley, and knock off those 2 teams for the first 2 games this season, I think that says a lot about what we're expecting out of the Leopards this year.
Absolutely. I think that's a really good indicator. And what I liked about tonight was we corrected some stuff that we weren't doing well last week. We'll talk a little bit more about it after the break, but, man, fantastic defense from the Leopards tonight.
32-6, the Leopards with the win over the Purcell Dragons. We're going to send it over to JD, take a timeout. We'll wrap up at some final numbers right after this on KBLP Live.
American Exchange Bank, right here in Lindsay, is a locally owned and operated community bank that believes in just that, you, a community of fellow Leopards. We love our customers. We feel very grateful for each one. So if you are looking for a safe place to put your money, need help achieving that next dream project, or are simply looking for a different banking experience, give us a call at 405-756-3101. We look forward to serving you each day. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
If you have a hankering for the best barbecue in South Central Oklahoma, then get yourself down to the Meat Locker Barbecue in Lindsay. Every Monday, Thursday, and Friday, located just off of Highway 19, 106 Northwest 4th. At the Meat Locker, we work hard to bring you the most consistent, delicious, slow-smoked barbecue around at a price that won't break the bank. And don't forget, we cater too, and we'd love to do the cooking for your next event. So come see us or give us a call at 405-428-1198 and visit our new website at meatlockerbbqok.com for the latest Meat Locker merchandise. We're proud to sponsor this broadcast of Lindsay Leopard Athletics and want to wish all the students, faculty, and staff a successful year.
For over 68 years, Winans Funeral Home in Maysville, Oklahoma, has been serving families in the area during their greatest time of need, the loss of a loved one. We treat each family as if they were our own and consider it a true calling to minister to each and every family that calls upon us. We don't take caring for your loved one and your family lightly. Your care is important to us. Call on us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, where our staff can assist your family with immediate need with the loss of a loved one, pre-need arrangement planning, pre-need burial insurance, along with questions regarding funeral burial trust accounts, Veterans Administration, and Social Security benefits questions. Myself, John W. Williams, Teresa, and Claudia are well experienced in these areas and will be more than happy to assist you in any way we can. Winans Funeral Home in Maysville, where you are family.
For all your tax services, contact Grant and Katie Johnson, CPA. Grant and Katie are certified public accountants that provide full-service accounting, bookkeeping, payroll, and tax services. With 2 offices, one located at 600 Southeast 4th Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, and another at 313 North Walnut in Pauls Valley, Grant and Katie are ready to meet your CPA needs. Give Grant or Katie a call at 405-238-2727 and set up your appointment today.
At Rural Electric Cooperative, we're committed to providing electric power and opportunity to the many areas our members call home. That includes supporting youth programs that teach life skills and build character. With REC, you're more than a customer, you're a member owner. And that's why we're always working hard to provide you with the most dependable electric power possible. As a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, REC is dedicated to providing the best service possible and supporting the communities in our service area.
Do you have your Oklahoma medical marijuana card, or do you need your card? Rusty's can help you with that. We are your local vape shop and dispensary with more than 6 years of service as a modern smoke shop. Rusty's is located 1 block north of Cherokee Street at 204 Northwest 4th Street in Lindsay, and half a mile east of I-35 at 2401 West Grant Street in Pauls Valley. Get your stash at Rusty's.
BC Factoring and Finance is a local, family-owned finance company. We assist small businesses with flexible and creative financing solutions to meet their cash flow needs. Call us to discuss ways we can help free up your time to focus on building your business. Visit us online at bcfactoring.com or give us a call at 405-259-2104. Go, Lindsay!
Clements Insurance provides insurance coverage to best suit your needs. We offer auto, home, farm, life, and business policies. Come by 109 West Chickasaw or call 405-756-2253. Clements Insurance is carrying on the tradition to satisfy you. So come see me, Keith, or Beth. Go Lindsay.
Looking for top quality concrete that gets the job done right? At Jerry Tucker Cementing, we provide premium, ready-mix concrete for any project, big or small. Our concrete is mixed to perfection, ensuring strength, durability, and a flawless finish every time. Whether you're a contractor or a DIYer, our concrete is the solid choice you can trust.
Welcome back to Burford Field as we wrap it up for the Lindsay Leopards. 32-6, the defeat Purcell, the season opener for Purcell, the home opener for the Lindsay Leopards. And the Leopards start the season 2-0 after a win over Pauls Valley last week, and now the win over Purcell here tonight. Talk about the final numbers. Again, these are officially unofficial. For the Purcell Dragons, they ended up with 41 rushes, 206 yards on the ground tonight. Again, it was the run game for them. They only were Deacon Dobbins just 1 of 10 passing, 54 yards. His only completion in that one big pass play there in that first half. And but 206 yards on the ground after the Leopards just allowed only 64 there in the first half. But just leading the way for them was, of course, Deacon Dobbins. He ends up with 12 carries, 62 yards. Behind that was Cash Cook, who ended up with 3 carries and 53 yards. Then their fullback, Braylon Francis, ends up with 15 carries and 38 yards to lead the way for Purcell. For the Lindsay Leopards, and told you that the battle was between Dutton Taylor and Isaac Cameron for the rushing title, and Taylor gets him barely. 11 carries, 124 yards tonight for Dutton Taylor. He had 2 touchdowns on the night as well. And then 8 carries, 104 yards tonight for Isaac Cameron. And Isaac did have a couple of touchdown passes tonight. We'll talk about those here in a second. And then Crew Flood ends up with 5 carries and 30 yards, but 24 rushes and 258 yards on the ground for the Leopards tonight. And again, Andrew will give us the official number, but that's over 10 yards per play on the ground. That's a good night for the Leopards. Passing tonight, unofficially, Isaac Cameron was 7 of 13 passing, 120 yards through the air. He did have the 2 touchdown passes. Will Lawrence had a 20-yarder, and Manny Aguero had a 39-yarder. And I got to add I'm going to have to change my numbers for you, sir. 140 yards passing tonight, because I had not added in the 20-yard touchdown from Will Lawrence, who had a 20-yard reception, and it was a touchdown. It was a big-time touchdown pass. One catch for Rocker McCulley for 3 yards, but Manny Aguero finishes with 6 catches and 117 yards tonight, including a 39-yard touchdown catch. So that is your officially unofficial numbers for the offense, and I'll give Andrew a second here to finish up his final calculations. Do that, I'll tell you that the Sulphur Bulldogs did, in fact, hand the Washington Warriors a loss tonight. I think 28-19 was the final score, as Washington loses for the first time in probably 10 years or 12, seems like. But, yeah, it's been 3 seasons since they lost a football game, but Sulphur handed them one tonight.
Well,
back over to Andrew for the defensive numbers.
Here we go. Sorry about that. I had to.
Well, I messed you up because I
had
gave you
to
the wrong
erase some numbers. Well, that's all right. No big deal. I'll start with Purcell. Leading tacklers for them, Braylon Francis finishes the night with 5 tackles. Deacon Dobbins with 4. Ty Toming with 4 tackles also. And, excuse me, I didn't write his name down. Number 59, Kanan Haynes finishes with 2.5 tackles tonight. Purcell allowing 258 yards rushing on 26 plays. Also allowing 140 yards passing on 14 plays. Added up 398 total yards allowed on 40 plays. Rounds up to 10 yards per play. That is not outstanding defense by Purcell. Outstanding offense by the Leopards. Over on the Leopard side, leading tacklers for tonight, Dutton Taylor ties Gus Torres with 6 tackles tonight. Cody Franklin, 4.5 tackles tonight. Dennis Deggering, who hasn't been a great presence defensively in the tackling in past years, really came on tonight. 5 tackles. He was a man-child. 2 big numbers or stats right here. Will Lawrence, we mentioned at the half with the takeaway in the first half there, and then Crew Flood with the fumble and recovery for a touchdown, 75 yards or so.
75 yards,
here's what I suggest. You said he had 104 yards rushing. Well, why don't we give him those 75? Because he ran those 75,
he sure did.
75 yards. So there you go, Crew Flood. Outstanding job defensively, allowing only a total of 260 yards against and a chunk of those, not to take away from those guys, but a chunk of those there at the end by the younger team, and Purcell still running their ones out there. But only 260 yards allowed total by the Leopard defense on 50 plays. That's just about 5 yards per play. Penalties-wise, not a great story there. Purcell only with 5 penalties tonight, 35 yards, very manageable, not bad there. But the Leopards with,
Wait,
1, 2, 3, 4.
I can tell you, whatever the number is, it's too many.
It's 14 penalties, 115 yards assessed on those penalties. So still got to clean some stuff up right there, but a convincing win. You mentioned always good to get a win against Purcell. I don't know why it is. The game generally never really actually means anything great other than it's a W in that column. But for some reason in this town, I don't know what transpired many years before I came along, but somehow we were all instilled with this need to beat Purcell and stuff. And I can't even really give you a great reason why. I don't hate anybody over there or anything like that, but it's always extra special to win against Purcell. I know we always took it as a point of pride. We always started with Purcell back in my day. I think in JD's day as well, they usually started with Purcell. And for one thing, it always was kind of a tone setter for the season. And we've just kind of carried that on. They've had our number a time or two the last 2 or 3 years. Some heartbreakers, man.
Yes.
And I'm elated for these guys to kind of get over that hump and finish one off. And not only did they finish against Purcell, I mean, we stomped them tonight. Yeah. So I'm over the moon for these dudes, and they played a whale of a game. Defense, I think I told you early on, and with some conviction, that key for the game was if we stop the dive, then we're going to handle our business. And boy, howdy did we stop the dive tonight.
All night long.
We bent that dive backwards. I don't know how many times. He's wishing he probably wasn't playing football tonight. Deggering, Who all was in there? Snow, Torres, Cody Franklin, and then those inside linebackers. We're just stuffing them all night. So that guy's going to wake up tomorrow with some bruises. I commend his effort. Those are good ball players, but again, outstanding defense by the Leopards tonight, and that's going to feel real good Saturday morning.
Absolutely, it is. 32-6. The Leopards pick up win number 2 of the season. They are now 2-0, and what they've earned is a week off.
Yeah, they did.
That win, you've earned yourself a week off. So I'm going to just tell, hey, y'all take next Friday night off. How about that? I'll just give you that.
The only kicker there is this is great momentum to carry into another week, and then now you lose a little bit of that adrenaline that you gained from tonight. But hey, it's another week to prepare for the next one.
So we have a Toka coming up, but the Leopards do have a bye week next week. So no Leopard broadcast next Friday night. But we'll be right back here at Burford Field in 2 weeks. The Atoka Wampus Cats.
The old Wampus Cats.
Will be in town, and we'll take on Atoka for our final non-district game of the season before we get into the always fun battle of seeing who's going to come out on top of District 2A12.
We got some toughies.
You got Washington. You got Marlowe. You got some tough ones in there. So But with that, we're going to get out of here, and we're going to get Kevin down off of the top of the press box before he becomes a popsicle up there. But a big thank you to all of our sponsors for being around to help us bring you Lindsay Leopard football here on KBLP Live. A big thanks to our presenting sponsor, the American Exchange Bank. And, of course, we also want to say a big thank you to our new sponsor for our halftime stuff for the stats are coming up from Grow and Behold Landscaping. And I'm going to say it again. I'm going to get it right. Whether it's residential mowing or pest control, commercial landscaping, when it grows up, they will show up, call for your free quote. And again, if you will mention KBLP, they will give you a 5% discount on your first service. So make sure you give them a call, and a big thank you to them for sponsoring our halftime stats here on KBLP Live. My name is Greg Peary. For Andrew Lyon, for J.D. Scruggs, for Kevin Scruggs, for Jason Wallenberg back at our studios, a big thank you to him as well. We're going to say goodnight from Burford Field. We'll see you right back here in 2 weeks. The Leopards take on Atoka. Until we see you then, remember, whatever you do, always be a good sport.
American Exchange Bank, right here in Lindsay, is a locally owned and operated community bank that believes in just that. You, a community of fellow Leopards. We love our customers. We feel very grateful for each one. So if you are looking for a safe place to put your money, need help achieving that next dream project, or are simply looking for a different banking experience, give us a call at 405-756-3101. We look forward to serving you each day. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Looking for your next adventure? Head to Morris Motorsports in Chickasha. We carry top brands like Polaris, Can-Am, Kawasaki, and Honda. Plus, we offer a full-service and parts department. Whether it's ATVs, side-by-sides, motorcycles, or accessories, we've got what you're looking for. Visit morrismotorsports.com or give us a call at 4.
Hey friends, Danny Daniels here. I wanted to take a moment and let you know about a very helpful service that I provide for you and your family in our community. I own and operate Danny Daniels Pest Services, and I would like to ask you to call me the next time you have a need or desire for effective, safe, and affordable pest services. If you have spiders, roaches, ants, fleas, ticks, scorpions, crickets, whatever, I can help. Give me a call at 405-428-3833. That's 405-428-3833. I'd be glad to help.
Attention Lindsay, Design It has a brand new home at 306 South Main, and we can't wait for you to see it. Step into our fresh new space and check out our latest spirit designs to cheer on your favorite local school teams. Whether you're looking for custom apparel, spirit gear, or unique designs that show your school pride, Design It has you covered. Come celebrate our new location today at 306 South Main Street in Lindsay, because at Design It, school spirit starts here.
Hey there, this is Trace Adams with Hassler Hot Oil Service. We are family owned and operated with over 25 years experience. I am a 4th generation Lindsay Leopard, and we proudly support Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes athletically and academically in all their endeavors. Call my dad, Greg Adams, at 405-756-6075 for all of your hot oiler needs. Again, that's 405-756-6075. Go, Lindsay!